G'day guys, and welcome once again to Tales from the Undertaker. If you have not heard of us by now, then welcome. I am Michael from Pathfinder, and with me today, of course, is my awesome crew, Madison, John, Justin, and the other one. And Zach, of course. How are we doing, guys?
Good.
Doing good.
Excited.
You guys pumped?
Yeah.
This is like the first time we've been like all together for like weeks now.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Let's go kill this fucking white deer.
Yeah, let's go kill an innocent
stag.
animal.
Woo! I hate white deers.
All right, so so I'm not gonna to banter very much today. Today I'm gonna go straight into the recap, and of course, covering our recap is our favorite recap artist, and that is of course the Undertaker. Greetings and salutations once more for Tales from the Undertaker. I am the Undertaker, keeper of the dead and purveyor of all things grim and grisly. Today, allow me to reintroduce a new member / old member to the group. Geralt has returned. But rather than recapping what happened to our heroes, I would like to take a look at Geralt and where he went. After leaving the town of Corvashore, Geralt and Sorora journeyed on their own deep into a storm, braving the harsh weathers and terrible rain and thunder and lightning, while Khalil and Darby rested in a cave.
That checks out.
This, however, was not exactly a terrible idea, as a rock slide collided with the side of the mountain, causing cascades of earth and stone to wash over the valley and sweep up Geralt. Thankfully, he managed to push Sorora up into a tree and into safety, but did not manage to save himself from being swept away miles and miles downhill. When he awoke, he pulled himself out of the earth, scrambling for air, before he found himself an unlikely companion. This companion gave him solace through the many days' walk, through the difficult terrain. They both managed to keep each other company and strive each other forward, guiding Geralt to his inevitable destination, the town of Undorno, where our heroes will reunite. The heroes, of course, having arrived in Undorno for one specific purpose, and that, of course, being the hunt for the infamous albino white stag, believed to be a omen from the god Aristel himself. Every year, they take a whole group of sweepers, and they go hunting. But will our heroes find themselves the quarry that they seek, or will they become the hunted? Let's find out.
If your companion's a gremlin, I'm leaving.
I was hoping against hope. Hoping against hope that his companion is that gremlin.
No, he's a human, don't worry.
That would be absolutely hilarious.
He's a human.
Spoilers, it's a man.
Typical.
He's got
Okay, so beginning with it, we go to yes, the group has rested for the evening at the inn after having spoken with a whole bunch of people regarding the hunt that is pretty much imminent, and the morning has encroached, and still at this point no sign of Geralt as you sit down for breakfast. What is it that you guys wish to do?
Darby goes through his regular routine where he prepares his mutagen and gets, a couple of his potions ready, like his go-to
Yeah, we're
ones.
downstairs for breakfast, right?
Yeah, you are in fact down in the main inn area for breakfast. You can't really see anyone else down here. Like there's, of course, Yuri, the innkeeper, who has made the breakfast, but everyone else seems to have already made their way out into the streets.
Okay, I guess until everyone's ready to go out. Wait, until everyone's ready to go outside, I'll just hang back and wait for something to happen.
And I'm gonna take one of my alchemist fires and put him in my explosion pocket and make it a supercharged one.
Okay. So while you're sitting and eating breakfast, he pulls out this table with all these potions and alchemical reagents and begins to cook.
I'm doing all that as I'm eating
So
breakfast, like switching back and forth to like mixing explosions.
I don't know if this is possible right now, but I'd like to make some like pouches on my like just the normal gloves I'm wearing, like some like
Okay,
slots.
so while you're sitting down for breakfast, he pulls out a thread and needle and begins.
Cool, and I'm gonna put my 4 coins in there. I have 4 little tokens, each a different color.
You got
Okay.
4 coins.
All right. Shortly after you begin breakfast, there is a ruckus outside and a scream.
Well, let's go outside. Cleo, what do you
rushing
think that
outside-
was?
I don't know.
Aurora, you're with us, right?
Yeah.
What have you
Yeah.
been doing?
Yep.
I'm still with you. I had a question.
Yeah. Shoot.
We needed to take our horses with us to the hunt, or are we leaving them behind?
We need to take them,
I don't know.
right?
You can do both. I mean, it's,
probably
if you
do
want, you
either.
can leave your horses behind, or if you want to, you may
It's hard to
most
track
certainly
things
take
on
the.
a horse.
And they're allowed to. How? Okay, so in a common sense kind of question, how vast do we know this hunting like grounds is going to be? Is it going to be like? Is it going to make sense to take
Well,
horses, or like was walking going to cover a decent amount of distance?
Well, you know that the hunting grounds were going to be posted at the Temple of Aristil, so you're not entirely sure whether or not it is going to be small or large
Okay.
as the hunting area goes.
Cool. We'll wait till we'll go to the temple first. And I'm going outside because I heard a ruckus.
Okay, yeah.
All right,
I'm
so-
going out too.
All right. Yep, and Darby, same thing.
Yeah.
All right, so rushing out as quickly as you can, hearing the commotion, you see that some villagers have sort of run, screaming from something that seems to be coming along the road into town. Limping slightly is a very familiar-looking halfling with a companion draped over his neck.
Geralt?
Ah, hello everyone.
You're alive. I
Yeah,
would've
it was,
bet money
it
you
was-
were dead.
Quite intense, but I made a friend, and we together got out of this horrible experience.
Did you say it was
drill-
draped around his neck?
Yeah.
This is
Yes, hanging off his neck in a very limp fashion is this almost like kind of like a watermelon or swampy green humanoid individual who has been slightly bloated. You could see that there is a gaping hole in his stomach and most of his entrails have
Oh,
been peeled out. Rotten flesh has been destroyed by branches, brambles, and stone. And this cadaver seems to be completely and utterly wrecked from the shins down, as it appears to have been dragged quite some distance.
everyone. This is Gerald. We met after the landslide. Luckily, we both survived, and we made it through the forest.
Oh.
We made our way here, thanks to his expert navigation.
He talked to you.
All right, guys.
I'm going
Of
to
course.
throw up.
Okay, so it is that time again, guys, and it has been a while since we've done one of these. But could I get everyone to please make me a sanity check?
Oh no!
no.
What?
Me?
I thought we're used to this now.
No, you're good. You're fine. Believe it or not, your insanity is just
I figured we'd be used to this.
I forget what we add to these.
What do I add?
All right. So these are basically will saves versus your sanity. Oh, speaking of which, I do actually need to get your updated information, which I'll do in the in between. But I'll take like you guys have all tracked the damage you've taken up to this point, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right. So I'll get that information from you later. But yes, what's the will saves?
My will save is 15.
15. Okay. Yep.
Khalil's a 17.
Mine is 9.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So Darby and Sorora, you both see this obviously this horrifying sight, and take 2 points of sanity damage.
All right.
Khalil, however, you have kind of you've grown accustomed to seeing Geralt mishandle corpses, and this is definitely one of said moments. So you kind of reel back your gag reflex and you continue onwards. Now
You said 2?
first of all, 2, yes.
All right. That brings me to 5
So
total.
What's your will?
Okay, so your sanity threshold. So what is the highest mental stat that you have?
I have a 20 in int.
So that's a +5. All right, Sorora, what do you have?
She has a 4 in charisma.
I do.
Okay, so you're both fine. You don't hit the threshold to
We
knock
just
you
throw
into the sandy thing. It just does a little bit of damage. All right. So it's unpleasant. It's
that
not
smells
nice.
so bad.
But he's there with a corpse.
Gerald. As you can see, he's not doing particularly well. If someone could heal him, I've had to carry him quite a large amount of the distance.
He does not look very well. I think we should lay him to bed. I think he should go sleep.
I would prefer if he saw a healer. If someone could heal him, that would be great.
Hey,
I don't have
Sorora,
any
will you take Gerald up to the room and heal him?
Or how
Please.
about
How
Geralt?
about you carry him?
Geralt, you can take Gerald to the room, and then Sorora will heal him there. She doesn't like to
Which
heal in front
room
of
are
To
we
be honest,
putting
I'm
this dead
actually
body?
quite tired. I have taken him most of the way, so if someone else could carry him,
Of course, you want to go rest for a few minutes?
I would love that. But I would like for you to see to Gerald before I do that.
Can I
to make
cast
sure he's okay.
Prestidigitation on Gerald and then carry him?
You can.
What are you casting?
I feel at a certain point it's just all dirt. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, he
You
just
cast
vanishes.
Prestidigitation, and he just vanishes.
you can indeed cast Prestidigitation if you so desire. Prestidigitation, for the folks back home, is a spell that allows you to clean an object by casting your spell on it. So by casting it on the corpse, you have made it the cleanest looking cadaver.
I'll cast it on Gerald as
And,
well. Pink.
And yeah, Geralt is now unmuddied, and he does not smell like an abattoir sink.
Oh, thank you, Khalil. This is quite refreshing. I appreciate this.
Of course. There's a great healer down the road. I'm just gonna take your friend to him. I know you just got here and you haven't met him, but come meet up with us.
That would be great, Khalil. I would appreciate that very immensely.
I'm gonna take the body and take it over to the church.
All right. Taking the body, you you sort of like pick it up, and as you do, you literally feel that the flesh's rigor mortis is well and truly sunk in, and you hear this sort of sound that almost sounds like you know that when you get like newspaper and you sort of scrunch it up. That's the noise it makes as you sort of lift it off him, and you put it on your shoulders.
Come here, Gerald. Okay.
Yep. The smell is indescribable as you drag the corpse through the streets. People still kind of screaming and sort of getting away from you as you drag the corpse to the church. Meanwhile, Gerald is treated to a very lovely morning spa as he's bathed and he gets to get comfortable and re-equipped for the day's adventure. Priest, good lord, I don't even know what the priest would even say.
Just like take the body and hide it behind a building.
Oh, I'm gonna tell him that we found a corpse.
Okay, let's try this. So
Just dump
when
it
you
in a
arrive
barrel.
at the top of the hill where the Church of Aristal is, you can see that there is a small crowd of people gathered around a large signboard. The priest is nearby, and he seems to be tending to affairs. He seems to be watching very proudly as the hunters are sort of examining this bulletin board. And he sees you.
Good
And
morning.
as he sees you, his eyes widen, just like. Good morning. Why do you have a dead body? Who
So
is this?
my friend Geralt, my new companion, actually found a corpse during the mudslide and figured this corpse deserves the burial. And
Oh. Well, yes. Here, allow me. And he sort of helps it and sort of rests it on the ground. And as he does so, he casts a spell. Yeah, you can identify the spell if you want to,
like
but
to.
it's yeah.
That's a. I should probably need to. That's a 23.
23. It is restore corpse.
Oh.
And it just sort of flushes out the water and makes it look more human and more easy to carry. He then sort of asks you to give him a hand, taking it to the back, where there's a mortuary, and he leaves it there. He says, yeah, poor soul, yes, no, he's definitely been killed by the landslide. Is your friend okay? Does he require any assistance?
He's tough. He's not going to be very happy when I got the news for him when I get back that he lost his bet, but I flip him my gold and I run back off.
This is a free service, but thank you. He sort of puts the gold in his pocket. As you run back out the front, you notice that that people have started to scatter from the bulletin board. Lots of them just sort of running down the hill. You can also see Lachlan, Levy, and Spencer, the three hunters that you were talking to. That the young ones. They sort of run past you, and as they see you, Spencer sort of stops and says, "Oh, Khalil, are you coming? Are you...
Yes, we just dropped a dead body off. We will get ready and we will be on our way.
Oh, okay, well, good luck today.
You be safe,
sort of-
please, by the way. There's a lot of dangers out there. Look out for the bandits.
We will. Nothing bad will happen to us. We're adorable.
Foreshadowing.
All right, so do you want to take a look at the bulletin board before you...
Yeah, I'll take a quick peek.
All right, so peeking at the bulletin board, you can see that there is a large map of the town, which you can see is just, like the city. You can see where the lodge is. You can actually see where the river is. Now, the river basically leads upwards north and south to Lake Uncarthan. If you were to travel north along the river, slightly inland from there to the east, probably about maybe 2 hours away, 3 hours away, there is a marking for a sighting of the white deer. Now you can see this area here is a mix of dense forest and some small cuts of like tall grass, rather than any kind of plains or anything like that. Before it finally leads into what appears to be a small flatland leading into the mountains. And so from where you are, if you were to take the road, it would take maybe 3-4 hours to get there.
Is that on foot?
If you were to take the on horseback, it would take 8 hours on foot. If you were to use a boat, however, you would probably make it in about an hour.
Oh.
Because you would basically travel, but it involves being able to sail upstream, which could be very difficult.
Okay.
So we're
All right,
we're,
returning.
We're like
So you
eating
return to the
breakfast.
inn where Geralt is now all freshened up.
So he was talking to you. He guided you to the town.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't talk much, but yes, I mean, he made some polite conversation. Nothing.
But he's the one that found how to get back to town.
Yes, I mean, he pretty much guided me.
I'm sure he was pointing the way
Fascinating.
the whole time.
He was pointing
Fascinating.
in certain directions, and he would kind of nod in certain directions, and this led me back to here. He's an expert navigator. We should definitely keep him on board.
New member.
Yes.
Oh, Khalil's not here yet.
Okay.
Are you aware of this disease you have?
Just come out and tell him. Are you aware how touched you are?
If you're
There is
referring,
something
to
drastically
my
wrong.
love of alcohol, it is clearly under control.
Yeah, and he got rid of the mummy rod a long time ago.
I got rid of the mummy rod. That's no longer a problem.
Geralt says this and sees that there is a large sign adjacent to the bar, which says try our beer horn 1,000 years of fire challenge.
Oh, that looks incredible. Guys, there's something I really need to do right now. Geralt goes up to the bartender and he says, excuse me.
Is this like one of those like like one of those food challenges where you eat a 12-ounce?
Yes, can I help you?
I'm very interested in your horn drinking challenge.
Very well. But first, you must sign the waiver.
I don't know what that means, but I will sign it.
He sort of passes you a piece of paper, which says, if I die, it's my own fault.
Die, own fault. Yeah, no, I mean, that's usually how things are. If I die, it's my own fault. Yeah. I don't see
Okay.
how this is relevant, but sure.
Wait, don't you?
He's
do you
not
see
great
the
at
word
writing
death?
contracts.
You can accept the concept of death.
You can say.
Death is just a concept. It's fine.
Oh my god.
Okay, so as you sign your name on this thing, he brings out what appears to be this huge horn. It looks as though it belonged to maybe this giant bull or something, and he immediately pours this. He's got this bottle of what looks to be wine, but in this dragon designed bottle, and he pours it in. And as he does so, you can kind of see that there's this warmth that starts to come from the horn. He then adds in a couple of chilies. He throws in some garlic powder. He adds in a huge tankard of pale ale and mixes it together in this huge tub. He then takes out what looks to be a tiny dropper, and he puts on gloves before he handles the bottle.
Oh my god.
And he puts 2 drops into this drink. He then slides it across the table.
Well, this looks delicious. All right, yeah, Geralt, he kind of looks at it and he smells it.
He takes cover.
Kind of smells it. He's like,
As you smell it, you are fairly sure that all of your nose hairs have been burnt.
oh, this is the good stuff. Oh, they brought out the good stuff for me. Oh, I appreciate this place. All right, yeah, he immediately just starts chugging it.
All right. Now, do you chug it in parts, or do you try to get it all in one go? Very important discerning here.
Geralt is gonna drink it in parts because he kind of wants to enjoy it as well. He's not gonna totally chug it because he knows that this is an experience worth savoring.
All right, so here's the way it's going to work. You're going to have 3 challenges, and if you succeed in those challenges, you have consumed the alcohol and will earn a place on the Wall of Fame. If you fail, however, terrible things will happen. So first of all, not surprisingly, I will need you to make a fort save.
Yeah. 18.
All right, with an 18, you manage to stomach the first blow as you chug the first lot down. As it does so, your eyes begin to water. Your mouth basically starts to. You can feel your heartbeat, pumping blood through your face.
This is a very new experience for me.
Now, as you do so, you lift the drink to go back in for your second, but a gout of fire, literal fire, shoots out of the horn towards you. You can make a reflex save to dodge the fire and get your second drink.
11.
Oh no.
All right, the fire hits you in the face, and you take You take 10 points of fire
my
damage.
God.
No.
People die drinking this drink.
Yeah. All right. As you drink the second churn, you sort of force it back down. Another fort save, if you would.
15.
15 again. You manage to force it down, and as you do, you almost get to the bottom. The bottom, however, has changed in viscosity. So what was this light, spicy, delicious, almost got like with hints of like lime and sour notes to it, ale, you sort of get down to like this almost like vodka jelly that with like this intense crackling spice.
It's like when you
And,
don't drink an Irish car bomb fast enough.
Yeah. And as you sort of slurp it down like an oyster at the bottom of a shell, you need to make me one final fort save.
Ooh, 17.
Just enough. You manage to slide it down the back of your throat, and yeah, you're basically sweating profusely. If you actually failed that one, you actually dehydrate because all the sweat pours out of you. And yep, you drink it, you hang on to it. So now you need to make a Constitution check, not a fort save, but simply a D20 plus your Constitution modifier. And this is to see how long you can go without having a glass of milk.
No.
See here. 18.
Whoa.
18. All right. So with 18, you slowly but surely manage to sort of take your time. You breathe. And eventually you push through it, and somehow manage to survive this drink. There is a round of applause from the innkeeper, who
Congratulations,
very
your
quickly
picture goes on the wall.
yep, goes up to the wall with a hammer and chisel, and begins to well, I asks you what your name is.
My name is Geralt.
It comes out like this. I hate you. Does anyone help him out?
I'm not there.
His name.
His name is.
I can see the
He's,
cogs working in her head.
I don't know. What was
Sir
his name again?
Periwinkle.
Oh, Tiny Steve.
There it is.
Are you sure? You sure? It seems like he is protesting. No, I'm
name
sure
is
he said Tiny
Baralt.
Steve just then. Oh, Baralt.
He's fine. He does this all the time.
Oh, okay. So you sure it's Baralt? I'm just going to call you Bereave. It's like Steve, but sort of starts chiseling in your name, which comes courtesy to the first of the plot twists, which was of course best day ever. Because now for the rest of the day you will receive a +5 to your fortitude saves.
Ooh, all right.
Okay.
But I guess
All right. So
failing means you would have like died.
Worth it.
all right. So Khalil walks in at this point, having disposed of Geralt's new friend,
Gerald.
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 Yep.
We bonded over our similar names.
That's cool.
Are you drinking, Gerald?
Yeah, he just had some insane concoction that he had to sign a
Dragon
waiver for.
drink.
You lost the bet, which means if you don't remember properly, you bet me that if I made it to this town first, you would not drink for a full day.
That sounds like a pile of horse shit.
You said it.
You did make that bet.
We'll do it tomorrow.
All right,
Or you can choose your day.
starting. Hold on.
Are you all right?
Starting tomorrow. No drinking.
Tomorrow.
You see, my name is kind of up on that wall.
Bereaval.
Yes.
At this
Apparently,
point,
this man's illiterate.
At this point, the mayor seems to walk in, and he
Well.
seems very surprised to see you.
Hello. Hi, Bear.
The mayor.
Good evening. I didn't expect to see anyone here today.
Yes.
Oh my
hello.
god.
Hey,
Our
RT.
competition. We need to go right now.
Yep.
Yeah,
We need-
everyone left at dawn.
We
Do
were
you
waiting
have
for
a
our
boat
friends.
that we can borrow?
No.
Oh, well, most of the boats have already been taken. Well, if you want to, we do have a ferryman who might be able to help you, but she's a bit no, yeah, I'm sure it'd be fine. If you go and talk to her, she'll help you. You can't miss her. She's her name is Altora.
Altora.
Yes, but you'd have to hurry. She's either she's probably, I don't know, trying to. She's either out on her boat already, or she's going to leave soon.
All right. Thank you very much, Mayor.
Thank you.
It's quite all right. Quite. Yes.
Quite.
Zoom away.
Quite.
Yes, quite.
Party away!
Roll out.
All right. By the way, this is courtesy of Streamhouse ABQ, with the plot twist.
Sloth.
Sloth, you lazy bastards.
Yep.
All right.
Everybody
Sleeping
else has
in.
gotta
All willy-nilly. All right. Making your way out into the town square, again, as the mayor alluded to, you see no sweepers anywhere. You can definitely see the trail that has been left behind, as some have gone through the roads to head up north, and while others have gone to the boatyard, which is where you are heading. All the boats are gone save for one, and there is a small hut, which seems to be the lone thing on this harbor. And sitting at the front, playing a flute, is a ratfolk woman.
A what?
A rat folk woman.
Rat folk.
Yes.
Rat folk.
Similar to what's his name?
Benny.
Benny. Similar to
Belinda.
Benny. This rat folk seems to just be sitting there. She's got like this robe that sort of hangs over her, and this very wide brim river hat, and she plays kind of this quiet melody. Despite the chaos and the gray skies and the murky water, there is a sort of a serenity around her, and you notice that her hut is really kind of ramshackled, but you can see various charms and protection wards that seem to have been hung in various places throughout. You can make a knowledge religion check if you wish.
I think I have knowledge religion.
Yeah, let me see if I have it. I don't know that I
Yeah, I have.
One thing for sure. Next level, take a knowledge level.
do. Yeah, I got it. I got it last level actually.
I have 3.
Okay.
I think.
Please make it.
11.
11. Anyone else?
Not trained in
No one knows it,
religion.
yeah.
No one else has got it. Okay, you have no idea what it is that these symbols mean, but some of them do seem to be like rats of varying sizes. You would know generally that the river god of this particular area is called Hasper, and mostly worshipped in the river kingdoms, and he protects travelers on the waterways.
She's just chilling there. Hello.
Pardon me.
Wait.
Hello.
She stops playing, and she sort of looks up at you, and she says, "Yeah, what do you want?"
Hi, we are the Helen Agency, and we were told by the mayor you could help us with a ferry.
I ain't ask who you are. I ask what you want.
A ferry ride, please. North.
A ferry ride. All right, I'll take you across. That'll be 4 silver.
That's not
Okay.
a bad deal.
Come on, I don't have all day.
I'll give her 4 silver.
Okay.
All right, hop on.
You're gonna
She
take
points
us
at her-
north to...
North?
Yes.
I'm not taking you north. I'm taking you across. This is a ferry. What's the matter with you?
Yeah,
Your
that
mama
kinda
brought you
makes
up wrong.
sense.
Is it cross north?
Is it cross where we
No.
need to go? No, it's not. We need to go
No.
north,
Cross,
right?
cross.
No.
Well, Altora, is there any way we can convince you to help us go north?
North. Oh, you're one of them. Yeah, I can't stand hunters. Ruin everything. They overfish the river. They take all my boats, bring them back loaded and covered in blood. Oh, I've had it up to here with you hunters.
Well, it helps you. We're
What
not
if-
good fishers.
What if we tell her like,
Fishermen.
are we actually going to kill
Exactly.
this stag, or are we gonna capture it?
We're gonna capture it.
Maybe we should tell her that that we're not looking to kill it.
We're not.
Our friend Sora here is a very delicate soul. What do you think, Sora, about this hunt?
I would never hurt an animal.
I'm of the opinion that this white stag isn't even real.
Well, if it is real, we've come across many things that are just urban legends in the past like week. So if it is real, I think we should just capture it and not kill it.
Altora, that's your name, correct?
Yeah, this is my name.
I love your flute playing.
Yes, it was a lovely song.
It was very beautiful.
Thanks. My husband taught me it.
Your husband?
Yeah.
Is he around here somewhere?
No, he died.
What's his
But thanks for
name?
bringing it up.
What was
Very,
his name?
very, very tactful.
No,
That was
yeah.
nice.
His name was Lao Chu.
He must have been a very beautiful musician.
He was. He was a very beautiful rat folk. He had the soul of an angel.
So a lot of
I
these...
feel like she's slowly becoming more and more like Mr. T.
Like a
Hey,
smoker's
I
voice.
pity you, hunter.
I pity the fool that don't pay me no right.
Altora, what if we told you we are not hunters?
Got like the smoker's voice.
We are actually sweepers.
Yeah, I can take you across.
And how's that supposed to make any difference to me?
We can pay you far better.
We'll pay you better.
Now you're talking my language. All right, what you talking here?
How would 50 golds do? That'll
And a
cover the price
and
of
a
your
compass.
You
ships
jumped
How-
way too
and
high.
your house.
And a compass.
I was gonna say she charges us 4 silver to cross the river, and you're gonna pay her 50 gold.
50
to go
gold
on
and a
the
compass it is. All right.
And the compass. Now I only have one compass, thank God.
Well, it looks like Khalil will be paying you 50 gold.
And my compass.
500 gold compass.
Like we found this skeleton that read your fortune if you gave it an offering, and he immediately just put 100 gold.
Well, I did that too. Remember with the rat? The other
I don't have a
rat?
sense of wealth.
Oh, yeah.
10 gold. All right, bring us north to the king.
All right.
It's we should also clarify that this includes a ride back.
Hey, whoa. Now, we never said no nothing about that.
That's what we said.
Well,
No, I'm joking. I'm kidding.
Ah.
Forget about it.
you're hilarious.
Whoa. Why am I listening to myself? Go away.
Go away.
Oh, I hope I don't sound like that. Okay. So, so you gather up your things and you get aboard the vessel as you begin to make your way to the north. She is actually a very expert boatsman and actually navigates through the slipstreams as expertly as you would imagine someone who lives here would. As you go up north, you travel for about 40 minutes when suddenly you realize that something is moving in the bushes following you.
On land?
On the... well, yeah, on land.
Can I perception check it?
You may perception check it if
Yeah,
you wish
actually, I'm
to.
going to do a perception
Do you
check
have
as
a
well.
bomb?
Yes.
22 for Khalil.
22. Okay. Eddie, do we have the pitches for today?
10.
Yeah, 17. Well, you gotta add your perception to it too.
Oh.
though.
Gabby got a 20.
Okay. Those of you who got
One.
20 or over
11.
will see something, but again, does the editor have stuff?
I think it's one.
Very well.
Two.
Eddie, I will be sending you something just now.
You gotta add all these.
Please
together.
hold.
3.
Please hold.
It's 3.
Here at Color Circuit, we ensure the most high quality
Yeah, I mean,
professionalism.
it's really-
As we work our way
There you go.
through these technical problems.
All right.
Throw a bomb.
If you would, please reveal the creature I just sent you on Facebook.
I didn't even want to take this stupid boat.
It
did you send
doesn't
it-
matter.
when did you
It's
send it
the
to?
only way we'll get
You.
there.
To Bond, probably.
Oh, okay.
Everybody else is gonna
I
waste
gotta
their
sign
time
in.
chasing after this stag. We could find a bunch of these other things and make a bunch of money.
All right.
God damn it.
So while we're waiting for what you actually see, what I will actually say is that you guys see a creature that appears to be a lion
Oh my god.
running along the edge. You can see its haunched back and this mane flashing every time it seems to move past. You have a few seconds before you figure it's gonna lunge at you or attack you or something.
few
or another.
I can
seconds?
see that it's a lion. Like, is it just a lion?
Is a
that's what
lion
it
on
looks
the
like.
list of things we need to hunt?
Could I make a? I mean, yeah. Any animal.
You can make a knowledge arcana check if you wish to.
Oh yeah, I'm good at that. 28.
Hooray!
This is not a lion. Is the picture up yet?
Oh my god, it's. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What is
That's
that?
a chimera.
That is a beast of doom.
That's a chimera.
There it is. There you go.
It is not a chimera.
It's not.
No.
It's worse.
It's a beast of doom.
What's the other
No,
one?
it
then?
is a creature called a manticore.
Manticore.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
Manticore.
A
Chimera
vaguely
has
humanoid
eagle.
head with the body of a lion, wings of a dragon, and a tail that ends in long, sharp spikes. Manticores are fierce predators that patrol a wide area in search of fresh meat. Typically 10 foot long and weighing 1,000 pounds. Some have more human-like heads and usually have beards or some form of facial hair. The male and female versions look very much alike, with manticores of any variety eating meat, carrion, and preferring human flesh.
Oh no.
They rarely pass up any opportunity for such delicacies, and are smart and social enough to be bargained with or bullied. They kind of form alliances with other tribes and things if they need to protect themselves from more powerful creatures. They can also be bought out and bribed into protecting areas and other like things, or establishing their lairs in, in particular areas that people need them. Manticores are believed to have once been a magical creation, but have long since established themselves as a naturally occurring species. They seem strangely fecund, I have no idea what that means, and can interbreed with a number of similar creatures, including lions, dire lions, lamias, sphinxes, and even chimeras. the progeny of a manticore and an unusual mate is, you know, kind of has the best of both worlds.
Yep.
All right. Well, Altora, you should probably like pull the boat over because this thing is going to attack us. It's a horrible beast, and I'm gonna down my mutagen. And I tell everyone that there's that horrible beast coming at us.
All right. So you're downing your mutagen. Is anyone else doing anything?
Dralt will pick up some sort of improvised weapon if he can.
On the boat, you kind of look around. I think you can basically find some loose rigging and some small bits of like
paddle.
iron and tack. All right.
Yeah, I'll
Sorora?
grab some rigging.
So I elongate,
Grab some rigging.
get like lithe, get a bit taller.
Mm,
My demon features
Um,
accentuate more.
Ugh.
dang, I don't know. I mean, I have my weapon, but I guess I'll just follow these guys to. We're still on the boat. Are we pulling over?
You haven't asked her to do anything, so she's still trying
I'm gonna
to
tell
charge
her to
up.
pull over, and say that like point at it, like that thing's going to take us out. You should pull over. We'll get out of the boat so it doesn't get wrecked while we fight it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right.
Sort of pulls the boat, pulls it over. You see the creature moving quickly. Khalil, did you have anything you wanted to do before it attacked?
Nope. I'm gonna get ready to fight it. I
Are
have
we-
no ready.
Roll initiative.
Oh no.
Do we want battle music? Is that a thing? Are you going to be doing that? Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah. Dralt's
Hey,
got an
uh,
8.
Hey, Bon, will you push the
What are we
the
adding?
scene through so it fixes the camera? Oh, there it goes. We're good.
What am I adding?
Your initiative.
Should be your dex bonus.
Yeah.
And then
bonus.
if
Two.
you put it-
Khalil got a 7.
Okay. 9.
Darby got to 16. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so 9 for Khalil,
7.
9.
7 for Khalil.
9 for Sorora.
Darby got an 18. I forgot to account for my mutagen.
9 for Sorora and Geralt.
Dralt got. I think it was an 8.
Yeah, it was 8.
Geralt. Okay.
We also have a bunch of bear traps from our grab bags. By the way,
That sounds pretty good.
we each have one.
All right. So I think this will do nicely. What's yeah, ads. I should get Spotify. I like Spotify.
I enjoy Spotify as well.
Yeah, Spotify's great.
Advert.
I use Apple.
I should get Spotify.
We are sponsored by
God damn it.
Spotify.
Okay. All right.
Sir.
Going up first is, of course, Darby, seeing the creature very rapidly approaching. Its eyes filled with rage and hunger.
Can I gauge how far away it is?
It is 20, 30 foot away.
Alright, so I'm gonna take a smoke bomb and throw it at its face. Or not smoke bomb, smoke bomb.
All right, make your attack. As Darby lights the fuse on one of his bombs, he flings it across towards the patch of ground in front of where the Manicore is, hoping to deal a massive blow to it.
19 to hit versus touch.
19 will certainly hit.
18 fire damage.
18. Very nice. All right.
And it's got to make a save or else it's sickened.
On fire. Second.
Yeah, I used a steam bomb.
Natural 20 on its save.
Alright,
Jesus
it is
Christ.
not sickened. That's okay.
All right.
One day it'll work.
The Manticore springs into action as the smoke billows over it. You basically see its face emerge from the smoke. Its teeth bared as it roars, jumping left to right, ducking from bush to bush. It leaps upwards with its claws outstretched to attack. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. It will attack Sorora.
Oh, no.
As it leaps out with its claws drawn, it swings its mighty paw. 20 to hit.
Yeah, probably. Let's see here.
I do have the leaf armor on, which is +3 armor bonus and max dexterity bonus 5.
Okay, so basically what it would be 10 plus your armor bonus, which is 3, as you said, yeah?
That's your dex.
And +2. So
Plus your dex.
15, so yeah, it does hit you.
15.
Yeah.
All right, so you take
15.
9 points of damage as this heavy claw strikes you in the chest, leaving a rip mark through your armor.
9 points of damage.
Where?
Is this the first time Sorora's been hit?
Yeah, I think it is actually.
Good lord. Alright, now this thing's gonna eat you.
We cannot find my health on. Oh, here we go. So how much damage?
9.
9.
Alright, after the Manticore attacks Sorora with a vicious blow, we then go to Sorora herself.
Kill it.
How do you respond?
How do I respond? How close am I to it?
It's right on top of you.
It's right on top. Okay, can I just kind of right in the neck with my cestus?
Yep, you can make your... Okay, so pulling out your cestus with your claws in it, you strike upwards in an uppercutting fashion to try and jam your blades into its neck. Roll your attack.
Plus what? Where's my
I
attack?
think is it plus dexterity?
Not unless she has that feat.
It'll be plus base attack bonus, plus your strength.
Oh yeah, let's see. Where's base attack?
If she has the weapon finesse feat, she uses her dex instead of strength.
So 3, so 10, plus 2, so 12.
12.
12? Alright, so with a 12, that sadly will not hit. As you strike at it, you feel as though you connected with something, but most of what you got was just the fur around its neck,
No.
where mane would be.
Enough room to get a full punch.
Okay.
Roll a perception check as you slice through that, though.
Perception. 3. So 21. 22.
22. With a 22, as you slice through the mane, you notice something shining underneath its neck. It looks like it's a collar.
Ooh.
Oh.
All right, Geralt, we move on to you.
All right. Let me
It is now, the creature is now 5 foot in front of you and attacking Sorora.
Is it possible for me to attempt to use handle animal on it to try and? No. All right. Shh, shh. Calm down. Shh.
This is not an animal.
All right.
Hold there, hold there,
Hold
hold
there.
there.
All right. Then Drill's just gonna punch the shit out of it. He's gonna.
All right.
He's gonna brawler's flurry it.
Yeah. Kick its ass.
All right. So let's see.
If anyone in the audience has actually watched Fist of the North Star, that's kind of what I'm imagining at the moment.
see here. 13 for the first one.
13 will miss as you hit it in the side, but its thick hide repels your attack.
And then 16 for the second.
Again! This thing is a solid creature and seems to be unbulked by your attacks.
Well, damn.
Help.
Very well. Alright. With Geralt's cry of frustration, we then go to Khalil.
All right, so I'm gonna cast Chill Touch through my sword and then swing at this thing.
Make it so.
Oh, so you like get to cast the touch spell as you would slice it.
Yeah, it's an instant action that applies to my sword, but I'm guessing a 10 does not hit.
No, you swing your sword, and again, this creature it uses its agility to simply duck out of the way. It looks at you with its teeth bared, growling.
Hi.
But it's already gotten. It's also got the taste of the smell of blood in the air, and it knows where its dinner is. Darby, it's your turn.
All right. Seeing as how, as usual, I have to do everything myself, I'm going to take out one of my supercharged alchemist fire, knock it into one of my special crossbow bolts, like loading it in, taking aim, and gonna shoot it right. And I'm gonna aim, not anywhere specific. I'm just gonna shoot it.
Okay, bear in mind that you are pretty close to it, and it looks as though it will probably swat at you.
That's fine.
Were you to? Yep. Okay. Well, it will provoke. Okay. Well, you provoke an attack of opportunity.
So it goes first.
And yes, it does. It will swing at you with a bite, snapping down and attempting to chomp you. All right. So that is a 24 to hit. And that is a grand total of 12 damage. As its teeth sink into you and shake you about a bit. Bet you get your arrow off.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it hits. All right. Probably. That's gonna be 22.
22. With a 22, the arrow flies through the air and finds purchase in the creature's chest. Deal your damage as it roars in pain.
I forget. Alchemist fires do D6 normally, right?
Yes.
So the supercharged one.
1d6.
Yeah. Ooh, that's terrible. It takes 14 damage. 6 of that is piercing, the rest of it's fire.
All right. So, with a massive amount of damage being dealt, the creature reels back. It now changes its target. It did not like that at all.
Oh, and it's got to make a reflex save or it's on fire and takes damage on its turn.
Okay, that is a 16 plus 7 is 23.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll do.
All right. So, after Darby's crossbow bolt ignites this giant manticore in flames, it enrages and flies into the air. As it does so, it seems to loop around, its huge wings casting this ominous shadow as it...
Did someone say KFC?
That was, yeah, KFC ad. There you go.
Did someone say KFC?
We should be
No.
getting
This
we should be
stream.
getting sponsorship. I mean, Coke, KFC.
Spotify.
All right. The manticore, as it reaches its full height, it dives down, swinging past you, and making an attack with a heavy claw.
At me.
Oh, that is a possible critical hit.
At
Do-
At who?
does a 19 confirm a crit?
It does not.
On the who,
Ooh.
Darby?
Yeah.
Really? A
Oh, Dobby.
19 does not?
When I have my mutagen up, my AC is 21.
Oh, nice.
Shit.
Nice.
Slay.
Good save. He still hits you, but does not land the critical hit, as you are the proud owner of 13 points of damage.
Oh,
I got
jeez.
I got 2 HP left.
Oh my god.
As he swings down, and as it goes past you back down, it swipes at you and then takes back up. So it's gone up 10 foot, around 20 foot, down and hit you, and then back up to 10 foot, where it now hovers in the air just above where you are.
It's off of me.
For the time being, it's now on Darby.
Okay. Is it my turn?
It is.
Can I cast Spectral Hand to snatch the collar off of him?
Sure. You'll need to make a combat maneuver, and I'll allow you to use your mental stat that you use for spellcasting instead of strength. But yep, you can attempt to remove the collar. As you watch Sorora cut off her hand once again, and then this ghost hand sort of floats around.
20 plus what is my modifier
Well,
for?
you got a
It's
natural 20, so.
20.
Oh yeah, natural. Yep, the hand snatches and rips the collar off the manicore, and brings it to you.
Okay.
The one thing you notice in particular is that it seems to have a little dog tag on it,
Oh my god.
and the dog tag has a symbol. The symbol you've seen before.
Oh,
You've seen it
no.
because it is a gear.
It's a what?
A gear.
It's those gear hunter guys, right?
Grinders.
The grinders, do they have the gear?
This plot twist is courtesy of Streamhouse ABQ for the switching sides plot twist. Yes, indeed, the Manticore is working for the man. The man, of course, in this case being, well, besides Streamhouse, it is of course
Grinder.
the gears. Oh, excuse me.
Can I go up
Thank
to
you.
Darby and like cure light wounds?
Yes, absolutely. Oh wait, no, because you've used a standard
Yeah,
action
you're
to.
Oh,
To
okay.
take his collar.
You can still move, though.
Sorry.
No, it's cool.
I guess I can.
Could
I'll,
have been. It could have been
Healer!
something.
Blah, blah. Healer! 1 minute! I just got this really cool collar.
I'm gonna put it on top
Puts
of
it-
my hammock.
my hammock.
All right.
Maybe we can use that in this situation.
Okay,
All right. We then go to Geralt.
All right, so
Good old Jerry.
I took some of the, what is it called, off the boat, right?
Yeah, just some. Let's just say some bits of rope and a tackle, and like
How much rope is it?
boat things. 50 foot.
50 foot? All right. Is there any way I can like try and like throw it to like wrap it around this creature
Oh,
thing?
well, you'd need to build it into a lasso first,
Ah,
which I'll allow you to do, but that's the only way you can.
How long is
It
the
would
rope?
take you to
50,
50 foot.
We all have 50-foot rope.
Yes, we
including
do.
him. So now he has 250 feet.
You have 250 foot, so 100
also
feet.
I didn't even know I had a rope before.
You also have like a bear trap.
All right.
Sensible.
Yeah, I will take. Is that a standard action?
To tie the lasso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. How close am I to Darby?
You're like 5 foot away from Darby.
All right. I'm gonna give him a potion. What is it? Of cure moderate wounds.
Punch it in my throat like I've seen you
All right, you-
Yeah, and I punch it down his throat very aggressively.
All right, you basically force it down his throat. As he coughs and splutters, you can roll the healing for that. Cure moderate is 2d8 plus 3.
Mine says 2d8 plus 5. Is that not right?
Well, then it's 2d8 plus 5.
all right. 7.
Past Michael is getting in the way of future Michael.
So 11 plus 5, 16.
Thank you.
16 points of healing. Okay. We then go to Khalil.
So, if this thing was to move forcibly 10 feet down to the ground, would I assume that he'd make a collision with the ground as well?
Yes.
All right, so if I spend my hero point before, I will get an additional 8 points to the roll?
Yes.
Can I make an acrobatics check to, like, jump up a tree and land on it?
You're still on the boat.
Oh, I thought we were on the ground.
No, none of us have gotten off the boat.
Oh. Well, that was a mistake.
Can I jump off the boat onto him from here?
You need to make a DC 20 acrobatics check.
You do get a plus 8, so...
Spend that hero.
I'm gonna do it.
All right.
10 or higher. Here we go.
Watch him roll a 1 and land in the water.
No! I rolled a 15.
You could spend another
Wait,
hero point.
why? That sounded like you were freaking out because you failed.
Well, he didn't make it. Like, you mean with everything? You
Yeah,
got a
he
15?
rolled a
I
5.
have,
rolled a 5.
Oh, right. I thought he rolled a 15 and was freaking out. I was like, the hell's wrong with
Wait,
you?
your acrobatics modifier is 2?
2.
Why would you attempt that?
Because I had a hero points.
That's terrible.
Plus
Oh my
8
god.
is a crazy bonus.
All right, you reach up. Now, bear in mind, what this means is you can leap up 15 foot just with the help of like the steps that you have on the boat and things like that. So you've only really gone up like 5 foot, right? You've sort of jumped up and you've but you can still hit him from where you are currently. You just can't be on top of him.
You just want to ride
You're like-
him.
No, I have a very special thing that I wanted to do, but I can't do it now.
Well, just do something else then.
So you think
Improvise.
super quickly before you fall back down to earth.
I'm just gonna cast Burning Hands right there, then, like, right there.
All right, he makes a reflex save, and you provoke an attack of opportunity because you're right there. Do you want to cast defensively, maybe? I guess.
What does that do?
Casting defensively allows him to cast without risking an attack of opportunity. The DC is 15 plus double your spell level. With Burning Hands being a level 1 spell, the DC would be 17. You would roll a d20, add your cast level, and add your casting stat.
And so if I fail, I wouldn't be able to cast it, right?
You spend the spell, and it is not cast.
Yeah.
Or it gets to attack you when it's been doing 12 plus damage on average.
I guess I'll cast.
Admittedly, that's because I'm rolling super high.
I guess I'll just cast defensively.
All right, make your roll.
Do it. Okay. He did it.
Yeah.
All right, very well. You cast Burning Hands. He makes his reflex save of a natural 1.
Ooh.
You deal your damage, which I believe is 4d4.
Yeah, 44. 6, 8, 9 points of fire damage.
All right, as Khalil leaps into the air with his sword drawn, he sort of wiggles it about. He's like, damn, I can't reach. He grabs a ball of fire in one hand and launches it straight up. Flames fan outwards and upwards, engulfing the creature, and it takes how much damage?
9 points of fire damage.
9 points of fire damage. The creature needs to make a fly check in order to stay aloft. It rolls a natural 1 and
yeah.
was not expecting the damage and comes crashing down onto the boat. The boat basically sinks a little as the heavy weighted manticle lands. It sort of struggles and moves. It's sort of snapping and clawing, confused and angered. As we go to Darby.
Wait, actually, is it prone or no?
Yes, you know what? I'll give it a chance. Oh yeah, no, it is definitely prone.
All right, then that for me provokes an attack of opportunity.
Okay, I guess. Yeah, sure. Why not?
I
Why not?
keep
It's
forgetting
kick-
about it. This is the first time that I'm like, wait a second.
What is it?
You got the
from?
curb stomp ability.
Yeah. So I can curb stomp him.
Yep.
All right. So let me.
Is there anyone
So
who goes
basically,
home next to you and just step on?
this thing
Yeah.
lands on the ground, and Geralt's like, "Ugh!"
He is constantly
God.
ready for someone to like be on the
Oh,
ground.
So let's hear. Let's hear. Hold on 1 second. Oh wait, yeah. So it's gonna be 19.
19. All right, with a 19, that will hit.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So now I get to roll a d6. Ooh. 10 points of damage.
Damn.
10 damage. Oh, it is not looking healthy or happy. All right, you kick it in its jaw. You hear a snap as the jaw seems to unhinge.
Take that, you pile of garbage shit. Geralt's not so good with words.
Darby, it's up to you. Do you want to know? Do you want to know a really sad truth? Geralt will never think he killed anything.
But that's also like really wholesome.
Well, yeah, but he'll sit there and he'll be like stomping it until it's like the head's
Mush.
just gone and it's just a mush, and he's sitting there going, "Why won't you die?"
Oh my god.
Well, I think he's unconscious now. That's good enough.
I'm going to.
Yep.
Take. Is it still next to me?
Yeah, it's next to you.
Okay. I'm gonna take a 5-foot step away from it if I can. If there's enough room on the boat.
You may.
Um,
You sort of step up onto a ledge on the boat.
yeah,
You're like,
and then I'm going to throw a tanglefoot bag on it.
Ooh, what is that?
Nice.
It like traps it.
Okay, make your attack. Now I'm going to add a bit of drama to this, thanks to Streamhouse's plot twist. If you fail this check, you will glue the group to the to the deck.
Okay.
What?
Oh yay.
Well, then you know what? I'll go ahead and just spend a hero point.
No glue under the deck?
Just
I see how it is.
guarantee this. Hopefully. I hope you don't roll a 1. Oh,
No.
thank God. That's not
Okay,
even
so
close to
plus 8 and then plus another 11.
Oh my
one. Oh
god.
God. You didn't even really need to use a hero point for that.
All right. Yep, you managed to explode the tanglefoot bag, nails it to the deck.
Mm-hmm.
It sort of sits there lying prone, struggling, roaring.
And this is one I made, so its DC is higher than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. As it struggles, you see it basically raise its scorpion-like tail that looks to be covered in quills, and it launches a quill at. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Did I fall off the ship?
No.
Okay.
But Khalil, you're on deck, and it's aiming 4 spikes at you.
Jesus.
However, Darby has moved away. Khalil, you are up in the air. Oh, sorry, you've just landed, sorry. Sorora and Geralt, you guys get an attack of opportunity with your weapons.
I couldn't have. I don't think I get that with a crossbow anyway.
No.
Sweet.
So you both can make a free attack against it. Now bear in mind, if you fail this attack, Khalil's in a lot of trouble.
So you're 14.
Oh, that's with
What
you
are we
both?
doing?
14, as you hit, again, it's too thick.
Plus your BAB, your basic
Base attack bonus, and it would be your strength modifier.
We just figured this out.
So 3 plus your strength. 1. So
Unless,
plus 4.
I don't know what feats you have.
So 12.
12.
Oh no, they both missed.
Oh, all right. As they both miss, Khalil, you take the following. I'll go. Actually, no. I'll roll to hit,
Oh,
and then
God.
I'll let you know. So, 26,
Yeah. And
Does that hit you?
26,
okay, yeah.
10,
No.
26.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, 3 of those.
So I rolled 18, 18, 2, and 18. Because I feel like my dice just didn't want to be that
Are
unfair.
your dice weighted?
Wait, if it's
No, I use
if
like
it's
3
gonna
different
take over
dice.
bags-
Actually, see, hang on. I'll show you my dice. My dice are this really cool jade one. This actual weighted dice, mostly because it's made of metal. And this is my volcanic red.
Hey.
I'll show you the green one again.
Just wanted to
'cause
show my
now it's
dice
actually
too.
there you go. It's one of my favorite ones. All right, so
It does get a -2 penalty to all attack rolls while it's.
24 still hits.
okay, thought I'd check. All right, so you ready for this?
No.
Oh god.
How many hit points do you have?
21.
This isn't going to be good. First one does 10 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Okay.
The second one does 8 points of damage.
Okay.
The third one does 9 points of damage.
I'm definitely out. Yeah, it's 27.
As these 3 huge spikes hit you. If you guys, Lord of the Rings, Boromir, you know how this looks. As he gets struck by these, and all he does is he holds them as the blood slowly fills his shirt, and he looks at Sorora and Geralt and says, "Why didn't you hit him?" And then, ooh, the music dipped at that point. All right. Okay, so next up is Sorora.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go to him real quick. I have, so, is he, like, dying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's dying.
I
yeah,
do
absolutely.
I do have
Stabilizing,
stabilize, where
No,
I
just cure him. That'll do the same
Well,
thing.
I think. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
should I-
Stabilized makes him not die, but if you cast Cure Wounds
Okay,
and get him above 0, like that's the same thing, but also he's conscious.
okay, cool. Then I'll do Cure Light Wounds. And
1d8 plus 4, please.
1d8 plus what?
4.
4.
1d8.
This one?
Not a d20.
That'd be awesome.
It's like this.
This guy.
Oh, hey.
6, 7, 8,
6?
10.
10?
Yeah.
All right.
10.
10 points of healing.
So-
That'll bring you up.
Do I go, in Pathfinder, you don't stop at 0. You go below. You go negative in this game, right? Okay.
That's correct. So you would be on -6
Yeah,
plus 10 would
so
bring you back to
4.
4 hit points. Well, technically, you were on -5 because 0 is actually a score, but you'd be on 4 hit points.
Coolio.
All right. As Sorora lays her hands upon Khalil and he feels the life-giving energy flowing into him, he awakens and can see he's still got those spikes stuck in him. Geralt.
All right. Geralt is gonna use Brawler's Flurry on this thing.
Yeah. So
Okay, make your attack.
Here. Yeah, the first one will probably hit 24.
That'll hit.
And let's see here, 22.
Damn, nice.
That'll also hit. 2 hits as the Brawler's Flurry finally connects.
Flyers furry.
And 7, so 14 points of damage.
The creature goes down as the mighty blows. Actually, every time you hit, the blow shakes the ship itself. As the creature is killed. Congratulations, you now have a manticore corpse.
that's 1,000 gold.
Is it really?
This is 1,000 gold. Mm-hmm.
That's part of the hunt.
Yeah, we can get other creatures as well.
Ooh.
If I pull these quills out, are they gonna hurt me?
Oh yeah. Okay, well, hang on, wait, no, I want to do that again. So ask me the question again.
If I pull these quills out, are they gonna hurt me?
All right, Sorora, that's what he's asking you. These spikes are about the size of a javelin, and they're like hooked.
There's probably a certain way to take them out if they're hooked. Let's do it. Let's take it out.
All right, Sorora, you can make a heal check to try and remove the very large and painful-looking spikes from your companion.
Heal 6, 7.
Shotgun.
Is it
Sure, that's
heal?
pretty good. Yeah, and then they're 20. Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, hey.
17 plus
What's your
7.
cure light wounds?
Is it 7?
Mm-hmm.
It's a D8 plus 3.
1, 2,
Okay.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 34,
24.
24.
24.
24.
24? All right. You sort of grab hold of it and you sort of twist it, and you're wrenching it. No, you don't do that. You
Put your foot on his chest.
You sort of realize the best thing to do would be to push it through. So you force it straight through. Khalil, you take a additional 4 points of damage.
Oh, backdoor.
Hey, I think you're still conscious though, right at 0?
No.
Conscious, but you know you're 0. As the it sort of gets pushed straight through you. You got 2 more.
Our
That was
Oh,
only
that was
one.
one of them.
Can I cure a light wound?
Yes, you can. She goes, sorry. It touches you,
D8.
heals.
This one?
Yep.
8.
Oh, plus
Nice.
4.
8
Plus
plus 4
4
is 12.
12.
All right.
All right. Next one. Another heal check if you would.
Another heal check? Okay. Plus the 7?
Mm-hmm.
5. Okay. So what are we at?
12.
12. What does that do?
12? You sort of push it out. This one is slightly more painful than the other one. 6 points of damage to Khalil.
Are you gone?
No, I'm fine.
And
not
the last
fine.
one needs to come out. So the last heal check.
Oh wait, are you gonna heal him again? Or are you
Do
gonna?
should I?
You're
I
wasting
mean,
all your spells, but I am
Do you have a
hurt.
potion?
I have one more potion.
It's
How
better
many times
than-
am I allowed to do that? I think I'm only allowed to do
I don't know. How many spells do you have?
5. I can do it 5 times.
Oh.
So you've
done it twice so far.
I've done it twice. Okay. Yeah, might as well.
Do you have any like second level cure spells?
Oh, that's a good question actually.
Where did I have those? Yeah. Oh no. Actually,
This thing is a bully.
I don't think I do. Because I only got one, and it was the create a skeleton.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And then I
So
got the spectral
it's up
hand.
to you whether or not you want to heal him,
Yeah.
or just tell him suck it up.
Stop being a little bitch, Khalil.
I'm trying. It hurts.
So we just have
You
one
can
more
take
spike.
these spikes and use them.
Yep, one more spike.
Oh hey!
Okay, I would say drink a potion. I could save these for later.
Okay.
Or do you want me to use this and you save the potion for later?
I can use the potion whenever if I'm not with you.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, so we'll just use this now. The heal. So I roll this one.
Yep. Okay. Make it so.
Oh,
Oh,
not that
wrong one.
Roll d12.
8
A
plus,
D12.
and it was plus 7.
Plus 4.
Plus 4. Okay, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12.
Nice.
Yeah, that's really good.
12. All right. Sweet.
Now make a heal check.
Now you got to roll to pull out the last one.
Now let's see
This
how
one
much
you
damage.
add plus 7.
Okay.
Be
Don't roll a 1.
natural 20.
15.
Plus 7.
That is
7.
perfectly
21.
fine. Khalil.
20.
Khalil, you take 1 point of damage.
Oh no.
Oh, thank
Good.
But you now have 3 coin-shaped holes in you.
Yeah,
You should
and
take those spikes.
I'm definitely taking the spikes.
Okay, they are spears for you.
Yes.
Are they poisonous
you-
or no?
No, they ain't.
Thank
No.
God. He would
Oh
be
yeah, that would have
so
really
dead.
sucked. Oh God.
Yeah, no. The Altrona looks at you guys and looks at her like lovely boat, which now has the carcass of a manticore. It's now covered in blood. She just looks super disappointed in all of you.
It's not like we wanted to get attacked by a
Yeah,
manticore.
To be fair, we completely defended ourselves.
And saved
You
her.
saw. Technically, it attacked us.
Also, we kind of saved your life, so you kind of owe us.
God damn
it. She turns to you and she says, "Let's just move on, okay? I don't want to talk about it."
We
Thank you
should give
very
her some
much.
extra gold.
So do we have to?
Dralt gives her like 5 extra gold.
Do we have to like skin these things, or do we just show up with the carcass?
Just show up with it.
Okay.
Yeah, all the skinning and the hiding gets done at the church. Okay, you continue your journey northbound until eventually you come to the location you sought after and disembark from the ship. She says she will wait there for 3 hours, no more, no less. As soon as if you take, she said she'll wait 6 hours.
Okay.
Any more, and she will basically it'll get to nighttime and it'll become dangerous. But she wishes you all the best.
Thank
She
you.
hopes that you find what you're looking for.
I'm gonna put on the manticore collar
Okay.
that says like gear grinders or whatever it has.
You're gonna wear it?
I'm wearing it.
Okay, if you must. You put on the collar. Bit weird, but that's what she does. Anyone say anything?
Oh, Sorora.
Now this seems perfectly normal for her.
All right. All right. So you now are in the undergrowth in the forested area that was marked on the map. You could see several tracks of hunters that have been through this area before. What do you guys want to do?
Just real quick, editor, we can see what you're doing.
That's all right.
Is he taking off his shirt and
It's
like
very
spraying
distracting.
himself again?
No, he's not. Unfortunately,
The stream can't, but
But we
yeah,
can.
no, it's not.
Can you imagine, like, just he's there, shirt off, big hairy chest?
What? Uh-oh.
Michael.
Oh, did we lose Michael?
It's frozen. Oh, connection unstable.
What happened to Zoom?
No.
Unless he's gotten really good at his poses.
Oh, he's gotten.
He even did the motion blur and everything. That's impressive.
He's just vibrating his hands so fast we can't see them moving.
just his hands.
Wait, so what call back? What do I do?
Wait. So did what's it called? Crash? Zoom?
Zoom's still working fine. He's just, it says poor connection.
So it says that on
Uh-oh.
Zoom.
Is that our connection or his connection?
Our stream is
Probably
fine. We're fine on
his.
the stream. Yeah.
Yeah, we can see.
And then he's gone.
Yeah. Just reload the
Bye,
Zoom.
He's
call.
probably rebooting or.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
All right. Let's play this game without Michael.
So then we
find
find
the
the
stag.
deer,
We get.
And we
I
pet
ride
it,
into the
and it gives us
sunset.
all 50,000 gold.
No. That's
And
light.
next
It
to
gives
the
us
deer
100,000.
Is the Panacea root?
Yeah.
Oh, next to
Oh
the
yeah, there we
Panacea.
go.
Right, and my father's love.
And my sister.
And Geralt gets back his honor for getting kicked out of the old castle.
Look at that,
town.
guys.
That's the end.
Wow.
And it
What a
also
finale.
leads us to
What a
Khalil's
finale.
sister.
Look at that. She's
Oh, his sister. We find his sister.
everyone's there. They're having a party.
Oh.
And the gremlin's dead on the floor. His brains have been stomped in. And then I stomp on him even more.
And then the Lepistat beast is there.
He's partying. He's drinking.
And we
he's-
high five
yeah.
him.
And I
And
hold
and when
him.
we touch him, it gives +5 to all of our base stats.
Yeah, it does. And then I find a sword that never misses.
And Dralt grows bigger, so that he doesn't take negative penalties
Grows
on
bigger.
on any of his attacks. Oh, and he gets gauntlets that give +10 to all of his
Oh
attacks.
my god. And then I steal the
And
gauntlets.
you get a flask of endless alcohol.
Yes, flask of endless
Oh,
alcohol.
hell
Nice. What do you want, Darby?
I already said.
Now that Michael's not here.
Father's love.
His father's love. I just want my dad to love me.
Good shit.
And then Raylan gets resurrected and she's alive and she's hanging out.
Yeah.
She's alive. That's right. That person. Geralt's no longer afraid of everything that it moves.
Yep. All of my sanity issues are
Do you
completely
need some
gone.
assistance?
But then I end up having to
Oh, okay.
I end up having to roll a sanity check, realizing everything that happened.
Let's see if he texted the group.
All
Right,
the
you
horribly
clear-
disturbing crap that I did.
You get rid of your not being able to identify dead bodies and retroactively suffer more damage because you realize all the terrible
Exactly.
shit. That Gerald was dead the whole time.
Oh, Gerald! No!
What?
He's currently resetting.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
That girl I had sex with, she's dead now.
Oh God, she died too, and she was pregnant. Oh!
And prom is
With
tomorrow.
Oh God.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna step away for a second.
Hi, I'm your sponsor for tonight and your current editor. That's fucking up my
Editor.
job. Eddie, the editor. All right, and we're about to be back in 2 seconds.
Do you have a wedgie?
No, my butt just hurts from sitting for so long.
Well, alright. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
Hi.
Hello.
Michael!
What's up?
Oh my
Clearly, my
God.
dancing is so good, I crashed the net.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
I know. I was so worried.
We're gonna sing you a
Um,
song.
By the way, if that does happen, don't panic. Just stay in the chat. If I rejoin, it'll come back in a second.
We didn't panic. We just continued playing the game without you.
Oh,
We
okay.
found the stag.
Yeah. Oh, did you? Oh, nice.
And
did you
everything
do?
else.
What do you think of the? What do you think of the massive
100,000 gold
twist?
Each. Geralt's no longer afraid of stuff. I found my sister. She found her flower.
Everyone found what they needed.
The end.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Are we still streaming?
Yes, we are.
Excellent. Good. Where is Geralt?
John
Gerald
left.
is right
He
here.
went
He's right
home.
here.
He got really sick. He got ill with diarrhea.
He has all of the diarrheas. You know, actually, it was really funny. I was dealing with one of the kids at the youth center, and I was telling them about making a journal, and they thought I meant diarrheas. So they went home and they said, the guy at the youth center told us to keep a diarrhea.
The youth center.
That's right, Center for Youths. It's about here.
Last time I was telling him that I dyed my hair at the youth center when I was like 13 in the bathroom.
So, Michael,
Yeah. By the way,
Always a rebel.
can I make a overlooked thing that I have this music box and I would have tried to repair it over the night, but I didn't really get the opportunity to even try.
make a craft check, and I will say that you may attempt to repair it during the night.
Okay.
Go back in time.
I did forget about. Admittedly, I did forget that. I think it was who did it last week. I think it was Zergling that broke your music
Which was
box.
messed up.
Isn't that you?
What?
You broke my music box? Okay, I got a. Disabled device. I got a 16.
16? Yeah, sure. You repair the music box. It was broken, but not, not destroyed or anything. So that's perfectly fine.
Oh, and doesn't that like
Yeah,
Yeah, it can like charm an animal or something.
completely forgot about it.
Even magical animals?
Probably
No.
not.
No. Triggered.
Okay. You find yourself in the forest, There's lots of tracks everywhere. It's dense. It's temperate. There's lots of trees. It's gray, cloudy.
I'm going to
Khalil's
drink my heightened awareness potion. My energy drink.
I always imagine it turns your eyes into like these giant anime girl eyes. You know what I mean? Like where it's just.
How about instead of
Sugoi.
a potion, it's like crushed up powder. I snort.
Well, okay. Swearing it's okay, but just remember, I might have possibly kids wanting to watch this at some point or another. So let's.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna follow the. Should we follow the tracks?
What are we following?
I don't even know why I'm doing that.
The people?
Tracks.
Of the people.
Yes.
Dobby,
trying to
you have the expertise in hunting.
I will sort of. I more of collect like.
Would the beast run away or towards? And what if it's a human? Do we?
Ooh, I forgot it was. It could be human.
It might be. I don't.
Oh
think it's
yeah.
real.
You were all hit by a train.
What?
They were train tracks.
I'm going.
Boom.
We're like, what
Jump
kind of
off a-
tracks are these?
Ah,
These are
dad
so
jokes. Okay,
unusual.
so you can make a survival check in order to try and identify the tracks at your feet.
I cannot.
Natural
Natural
20.
20,
on my
Jesus.
survival
Oh.
check.
With a natural 20, you see a whole bunch of hunter tracks, but you notice one track that none of them seem to realize because most of the tracks are inside a massive track. This is a hoof about the size of a swimming pool.
What the
This swimming
hell?
pool looking track is actually
Not an Olympic one, just FYI.
Not an
Okay, guys.
Olympic.
like a
I know we have some swim enthusiasts out there.
A swimming pool size? How many? How many
like a
feet
real
is that?
swimming pool or like a kiddie pool?
Like a real swimming pool, not an Olympic one, not one of the ones you have to go somewhere to go be at. You know, like if you go to your mate's house and they happen to have a pool about that big.
Right. That's
but,
that's a
sir.
really big footprint.
Okay.
Can someone fly up into the air and like
Nope.
look if
None of
there's a
us have fly.
giant beast?
I can fly up.
flies the next level spell.
Next level.
God.
Darby away!
Yeah, and then I'll just throw bombs from the sky.
Do you think this is the monster, Dobby? What
Um,
is these?
it's definitely something.
It has to be, I
Dinosaur.
guess. Let's follow.
How much would a dinosaur skin be worth?
Still an animal, so technically not much more.
Oh
But
my
there are dinosaurs there, so you probably get something extra for the rarity of it.
All right. Do I see any? Do I just see the one track?
Well, no, you can see that it's leading to the north.
Okay.
God dang it! All right, fine. That apparently one of the plot twists that we had just then, destroyed one of my encounters. So, hey guys,
What is that?
have a nice trip.
You're safe.
Oh.
Have a nice trip.
So, very big thank you to that plot twist.
Thank you. Sometimes they work out well.
We lost money though, technically. Maybe. But
Because guess who was gonna make a reappearance?
don't you?
Oh, we all lost.
We all lost,
right.
except for me. I win.
All right. You begin to follow the large and immense tracks. You follow them for the better part of an hour before you finally come to a large clearing. Now, this clearing seems to have a single solitary creature there, and that is, of course, a large deer.
Oh shit.
Well, kind of like a cross between a deer and a moose.
Oh my
What
god.
color
Big
is
enough
it?
to leave a footprint the size of a swimming pool?
Indeed, that big.
Oh.
Well, okay. From your distance, you can't really tell how big it is, but it looks to be like a regular-sized moose. But as you sort of get closer, you realize you're still quite a way away, and this thing is freaking massive.
Okay. And it's like brown.
So,
Like I'm talking like crazy big, like
A mammoth.
do you think we can actually take
about the
this?
size of a mammoth, maybe slightly bigger.
Do we have
Oh my
what?
god.
Do we think we could actually take this thing?
We have some bear traps. We'll not do
Okay.
anything.
Oh.
Yeah, bear traps. That won't even fit around its hoof.
We have a lot of rope.
We can ATS.
Oh, we do have a
can,
ton of rope.
We can ATST this thing.
Yeah.
We have.
You could.
We can't drag it anywhere. It doesn't matter. We can't pull this carcass across the river.
That's a good point.
We should leave it.
You actually do still get $5,000 for the head alone.
Yeah.
Oh god, but we said
But
we
how
were
big
gonna
is the
kill it.
head? We still couldn't take the head.
We could take the head probably,
Is the
but
head
all
the
good.
size
even
of...
still, yeah, I could probably carry it.
We'll drag it.
Do we want to kill it though? I thought we weren't going to kill it.
I thought
This
we
is
were
not
going to kill
the
it.
deer that we need.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
No, it's a different deer.
This isn't. This not
Is
the
it
white
white?
stag.
Is this white?
Or is it not white?
It is not white.
Oh, it's
Giant
not white.
brown deer thing.
It's the brown one.
So
We
Like,
should
you're
probably just
saying
leave
you're
it alone
okay with
then,
us killing
because this
this
thing
is it nice?
would like curb stomp us into infinity.
Well, maybe we could you know how the other people put a collar on that evil beast. We could maybe train this to be on our side.
These are
Oh,
good
that's not
points,
a bad
Ro.
idea.
Hello, deer monster.
Woo!
How are you?
How are you?
As you approach this wild animal, asking how it is, it seems to lift its huge lumbersome head.
Hi. How are you today? You're very big.
I can't understand you.
It's getting it. He doesn't seem violent, guys. I don't feel comfortable attacking him.
Can I give this giant beast my 6 sweet rolls?
You may attempt to. It basically it is the equivalent of handing it some Tic Tacs.
All right, I will place them on the floor in front of him.
Okay.
What is it eating? Like entire
He seems to be
trees?
eating chunks of field.
Chunks of field. Does he eat the sweet roll?
Because remember how I mentioned that there were the fields of the tall grass?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what it's eating. So for tall grass is like regular grass for it. Sort of lifts its head and sort of moves over to where the sweet rolls are.
Wonder if I have anything.
Can is this like can I make like a knowledge nature or something?
You may absolutely make a knowledge nature
This
check
is
to
way too
identify
big
exactly.
to be like a natural thing.
Ooh, really?
I mean,
Oh, I don't know.
Is there knowledge history on this?
wow.
Knowledge nature.
I'm wasting all my natural 20s on
Damn, he
skill
rolled a nat
checks.
20.
All right, well, you know that this is actually a creature. This is a Titan Megaloceros.
Titan.
It is actually a regular, old-fashioned animal.
Oh, can we try and
That-
can we try and handle
There
it?
is
then?
absolutely nothing special about it apart from its immense size. Powerful and swift land mammals. These are in the elk family of creature and live through plains, hills, and forests in many wilderness. It, however, due to its size, is very hard to prey upon. Thus, it is technically the apex creature of this area, with no natural enemies.
All right.
Similar to the whole elephant thing.
Yeah.
All right, Gerald's gonna he's got
Punch
some
it.
alcohol. He's just gonna chug some alcohol and he's gonna be like, I'm gonna try and tame this thing.
Oh my god.
We are not
I'm gonna
fighting.
stand
So-
back.
I'm
He's
standing
gonna-
back.
Gerald's gonna use a hero point beforehand too.
Okay.
All right, he's gonna go up to it. He's gonna try and handle it and tame it.
All right.
Natural 20.
Are you serious?
As you approach it, it sort of looks down at you. It sort of takes a deep breath in. Geralt is suddenly gone.
What?
Did it eat him?
It did not. A few seconds later, you see the elk raise its nose like... Oops, yep. And you see this little tiny snot-covered halfling land right in front of you.
I think you make friends, Charles.
I think he's friends with me now. I think that's what that means. Is that what that means? I don't know.
I believe so.
You should try to write it.
Now here's the other thing, and I know I failed to mention it because I have got your character sheets here. You actually need to be trained in Handle Animal in order to use Handle Animal.
I actually am.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I hadn't.
Okay.
I hadn't spent. I hadn't done any of my points for like 3 levels.
Oh, okay. And
Since the very
suddenly we've
beginning,
got
so
this.
like
Okay.
not last week, but the week before, I put a bunch of points.
Okay,
into
no,
stuff.
that's fine. No, that's fine. Either way, with the natural 20, yes, it is in fact friendly towards you. However, taming a creature like this would take months.
Yeah. But it's
Well,
not
it's
going
friendly
to,
towards us
it's
now.
It's not going to just stop us.
Yeah, exactly. It does not see you as a threat. It does not see you as a danger. You may now operate and move around it peacefully.
Are there any other? Are there like? Can I check to see if there are tracks of like animals that like try to take advantage of the fact that nothing fucks with this giant thing and like?
Yeah, you can actually see that there are, in fact, deer droppings and stuff like that. You know, like other deer and antelopes and stuff tend to make their way in this vicinity because obviously this creature is a very big danger.
Okay.
All right, could I get a plot twist, please, from the audience as well?
Number 17 to 49.
1 to 51 plot twist. Also, well met, Princess Slayer, and welcome. You guys can keep exploring and
That was very
and messing
impressive,
around.
Geralt.
Thank you. Yeah, it was slightly disgusting, but
Will he come with us now?
You look very gross.
Yeah.
Thank
You want to
you.
cast that?
Get away
spell?
from me.
Sure. Presentation.
He is indeed very slimy.
What?
You're clean now.
Oh,
He's-
sweet.
All right, so the snot basically just disappears off Geralt.
Anger's the thing.
Anger's it.
Hey, look, we're very clear about what I expected from you guys. I expected you guys to come here, find a deer, kill it, take it back, and get cheered as heroes. But, I mean, you guys are what I mean, you've made it friendly.
Well, you said it was a normal animal, so that means it's only worth like 10 gold or something, right?
500 or 100, or it's probably at least a dire.
This one is a rare one. This one's a rare creature, so it will in fact be worth more money. All right, so Princess Slayer, you have introduced the plot twist card, which is very weird. I always hated this card, mostly because it's like a plot twist card in a plot twist deck, which doesn't inspire any kind of plot twist. It's like just doubling back on it. It's like, what do I do? Do I draw again? I mean, yeah.
Slayer
Anyway,
enters the
plot
game
twist.
as an NPC. Can I roll for a perception
Done.
check?
Wait,
Done. Slayer is now in the game. Give me 2 seconds while I. Beautiful. All right, I got 2 seconds. Princess Slayer is a. All right, you hear the sounds of a grappling hook firing from a large cannon device in the wooded grove nearby. The harpoon flies and finds purchase in the side of the elk. It is attached to a long cable that is attached to a huge, like kind of catapult-looking machine, and sitting atop it is this rather full, like muscular and very, very well-traveled woman who is armed to the teeth.
Excuse me.
How are you?
Hello.
How are you?
how are you?
How are you? Okay, so she looks at you with a smirk in her face, and she says, "You snooze, you lose."
I run up and I'm gonna try to cut that the rope attached to her ballista.
Okay. As you do so, she runs at you, and she is a Princess Slayer. If you're still around, give me a base class. Like if you've got a, that's exactly her voice. If you've got like a preference for your characters, do you like barbarians? Do you like wizards? Do you like rogues, hunters?
Paladin.
What do you like? Paladins?
Bard.
Bard.
It's a little half gnome bard.
Rat folk.
Yeah, totally. I can see it. I can totally see a halfling bard. Let's see. What's CR? CR 20, I guess. No, I won't get. Oh, I'm not that mean.
CR20.
Beastmaster. Okay, a Beastmaster. I can do that. Let's see. Beastmaster. Where are we for druids? Druids.
It's very specific. Do you know D&D? Or Pathfinder?
Oh no, well, Beastmasters are like. I mean, the thing is Pathfinder has so much versatility that there is nothing in D&D that can't be made from, Pathfinder and vice versa. All right. So okay, here we go. So with Slayer as well happens to be a large and black furred wolf. So I'm just gonna post up. I'm gonna post up some images here for Eddie to add in. If we can get them up, then all the better. Okay, and there they are. All right, sweet. And yeah, as Khalil rushes to try and slice the cable, she sort of steps down and sort of gestures towards you. Her black hound charges towards Khalil with its fangs angry and bared. I guess roll initiative, unless you guys have something else you want to say. Actually, before we go that, Darby, Geralt, and Sorora, I will give you a chance to interact first. So let's start with Darby. What are you doing as you see the harpoon strike and Khalil rush off to lend aid?
Well, I guess knowing that there's a fight coming, because we're not just gonna let her kill this thing. If anybody's gonna kill it, we are. 'Cause we found it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take my alchemical allocation goop and spread it around in my mouth, just dip it in, and it's like a pale glowy thing, and I put it in. Then I take the stone skin potion, whoosh it around, and spit it back in.
All right. Again, Darby making use of his backwash ability.
Gross.
Basically sees his skin slowly cake and turn into this sort of gray sleep stone. Geralt, how about you?
I think Geralt is going to down one of his potions real quick.
How
Okay.
long has it been since the fight with the Manticore?
It's been about an hour.
Shit.
Shit.
Sure, you can have a bear. Well, it's kind of like a cross between a
16.
wolf and a bear. The companion.
Or Brulf. It's a werebear.
That's different.
Geralt just drinks down his potion. What potion?
Of cure moderate wounds.
Cure moderate wounds.
I just
All
don't
right.
have a lot of health right now, so I was like, I should probably heal up before this encounter.
I think both of you have potions of stone skin, which are really good. But maybe not use it right now. But
Okay.
never use it.
Sorora.
Does my beast whistle work on this guy?
What was the effect of your beast whistle again?
I don't remember.
I believe your beast whistle is a will save against animals and will actually make them basically confused and disrupt them. So that would actually work on the companion, like the bear wolf type thing.
Is that what's charging at us?
Yes.
Okay. I think I will use the beast whistle.
All right. Okay. So with that, we will go straight into initiative. Slayer, you are going to be acting as the intermediary here.
Oh my
If you've
god.
got anything specifically you think would be cool for your for Princess Slayer, the bear warg tamer, then put it up in chat and we'll see about making it happen. All right, but for the time being, what do we get for initiatives?
Draw got a 13.
20.
Khalil got a 3.
Darby also got a 3.
Initiative.
All right, one second. Okay, you know what? I've always loved
22.
this music. One Piece battle music. All right. So, sorry. Once again, Sorora.
22.
22 for Sorora. Next,
13
Geralt.
for Geralt.
13 for Geralt. Yep.
3.
Darby. Darby.
3.
Yep.
And 3 for Khalil as well.
With Darby going first.
Yeah,
Dex.
definitely.
All right. So that puts Slayer on 12. Okay. Slayer and Bjorn. Bjorn, the large, furry, wolf, bear-like creature that's charging towards you. By the way, Bjorn, fun fact, is the Norse word for bear. So really his name is actually Bear.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. So, first up is Sorora.
You should ask how your music box works.
Also, do I have a chance to say something? Like,
Oh, yeah, go on.
okay, because I don't necessarily want to start like, don't kill her, guys. We're just trying to save the monster, okay?
The monster.
Who are you talking to?
Everyone.
So you're telling that to the girl?
No,
to
to
us.
us.
He's
Okay.
telling us not to kill this.
But loud enough so that the girl can hear.
I
Okay.
mean, I can't be responsible for what these babies do.
Right, we just want to claim the bounty on however
trying to
much we get from this
deflect.
giant moose.
I'm trying to deflect the wolf away from us
Okay.
because that's
Okay,
a
so-
werewolf. What? How is it?
A
What is-
warp.
Warwolf.
A werewolf.
Ward.
A warg.
All right, so Slayer turns to you and says, "What's the meaning of this? Why are you trying to save this creature? It's the whole point of the damn thing. We're here to hunt. If you get in my way, I'll be sure that I'll skin you and put your heads up on my
No,
wall."
no. Listen, do you see the collar around her neck? We had bought a collar for this creature that we tamed recently. It's actually one of our pets, believe it or not. So we just haven't updated the collar yet. That's why you'll see the old symbol of a different clan. But
Roll a bluff check.
What the
was
hell
so
kind of
bad.
bluff is that?
ten.
Oh yeah, Slayer knows you're lying.
Because this is like the smallest collar in the universe.
We're supposed to go on his hand.
So she says,
Aw.
she says, I've heard of this before. You guys are poachers. You guys are simply sitting here trying to keep the creature away from us hunters. You posers are sitting there trying to make it so that we can't hunt. You know what? Go have your protest at the Lepidstadt University and tell someone who cares. We're here.
We're here,
We're here
the
for
hunt
fun.
too. We were just luring it to a false sense of security.
Wait, why don't you want? Why can't she just take this one?
Because
We don't want to kill it.
But how would we even bring it back?
Do we want to bring it back? I don't know.
We're just trying to
I don't know if that's a
you tried
goal
to tame
anymore.
it. You're the one who has the closest connection to
Well,
this
I
thing.
wanted to tame it. I want it to be like my
want it to be
my new
alive?
mount. I'll have Thunder. Thunder will ride on the back of it, and then I'll ride on Thunder.
Thunder will run.
What is
I'm done.
happening? I feel like this beast is something that is like too much work for not a lot of profit.
It's probably we get a shit ton for it.
Slayer listens to what you're saying and she says, "It seems like you want to tame this thing. So I'll cut you a deal.
Okay.
You bring it back you give me a cut of the bounty for it.
All right. Yeah, if we can figure out how to do that, yeah.
Are we?
How are we getting it back? Are we just all riding on it back home?
Also, all right. By this stage, you guys have come to a very scary realization, and that is, of course, that the giant elk does not appreciate
Being harpooned.
having a giant harpoon in it.
God.
It rears its head downwards, and it almost looks like a solid wall of bone as it
no.
charges downwards, scooping up the earth and rushing straight towards everyone. This is a line-based attack. Everyone, including Slayer, is caught up in it.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Does this count as a charge?
It does.
I mean, that's why I drank the potion, because it got hit, and I was like, it's gonna rampage, because she attacked it.
Yeah.
I mean, I have leaf armor.
Okay.
So at least there's that.
That'll be great. It'll protect your torso while the rest of your body explodes into a million pieces.
No. It doesn't protect my torso because I have that slash in it. I have.
All right. So could I get
arm
could I get reflex saves from everyone, please?
Yes. 22.
Cleo got a 6.
22?
Yes.
22 and 6. 6 is not great.
Yeah.
22 is fine.
24
And-
for Geralt.
24 is fine.
22.
And 22. Okay, everyone except for Khalil. You halve the damage, which on this creature is... Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so...
Oh no.
We should define it. It's a massive creature.
Which is 24 damage.
That's half?
No.
Oh, thank
Half
God.
is 12.
Oh, jeez.
Half is 12. 24 damage as it pulverizes. Everyone sort of manages to sort of tumble and roll, because if you imagine like elk horns, right? It's not just a flat wall. There's obviously gaps. So you kind of duck and roll into the gaps. Khalil looks left. Khalil looks right. Khalil can't find any gaps. He goes, no! As he, bam, is hit by this heavy and immense head. Slayer,
12.
Slayer and Bjorn both also take 12 points of damage. The harpoon rig is now destroyed. As Slayer sort of tumbles to the ground, she looks over at Sorora and says, she points to her whistle. Because she's got the same kind of Beastmaster whistle.
Are we gonna both blow it at the same time?
Do it.
You can.
All right. Are we trying to like confuse the giant beast?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Then I blow the whistle.
She blows her whistle at the same time, and the two of you, you can basically see Bjorn, basically putting its hands over its ears and sort of, like scratching at this high-pitched whistle sound. The large creature lets loose a huge bellow, and is confused temporarily as it sort of struggles and shakes its head rapidly. The dirt that it picked up from the charge starts to rain down. You guys can see that these large blocks are pretty heavy, but they generally steer away from you because you are in fact so close to it. However, as it's stomping, the feet seem to be very dangerously close, especially to the unconscious Khalil.
I'm gonna die.
Oh, God.
All right, Geralt.
All right.
Can we get a reminder what Khalil's
Yeah.
music box does again?
Khalil's music box, when played, will play a lullaby, and non-magical beasts will fall asleep,
He is
potentially.
non-magical.
Oh, how close is Khalil to me?
Khalil's about maybe 15 foot away from you after having been charged that far away.
Okay. All right. Drelt's gonna run over to him and try and get his music box off of him and use it.
All right. Geralt runs straight towards the creature.
It's fine.
It sees you coming.
Oh no! What?
The creature, as it shakes its head, sort of opens its eyes and sees Geralt. It looks at Geralt and stands with both legs facing directly towards Geralt, its head lowered, angered, its huge back and shoulders ready to attack. But it doesn't. And Geralt sort of moves closer and manages to grab hold of Khalil and slowly slide him back. This is because, of course, it still partially considers you a friend.
Oh.
All right. So as Geralt does that, he begins to fumble around looking for the music box in Khalil's pocket. Slayer, basically, as Geralt gets clear, starts to cast a spell. As you watch the natural energies gather in her hands, the earth beneath her, she glides her palms face down on the earth, and you can see the ground begin to turn into this slick mud underneath the creature. It thrashes and moans as it begins to sink slowly into the mud. As it does so, Bjorn is still partially confused. So let's see what Bjorn ends up doing. Bjorn is able to attack and rushes around to the side of this giant monster elk. And as the elk sort of tries to put its foot on solid ground, Bjorn is just barking and snapping, so it doesn't want to put its foot down where Bjorn is. It tries another leg, and Bjorn moves around and barks and snaps again, and it stays in the softening area, slowly sinking. Darby.
I'm gonna throw sneezing powder at the giant elk.
What? Why the elk?
Make your attack as you throw a bag of.
Can I
as
do
you
it?
throw a
Can I
bag of
attempt
the,
to do it to where it doesn't notice that I'm the one that threw it?
Or no, you're kind of in a big open area, so very difficult to do that. You hear Princess Slayer cry out to Bjorn for him to stay out of the mud, and watch him, as you know the hooves are sort of coming, and as the elk is frantically trying to get out of this mud.
What?
I rolled a natural one.
God damn it.
All right, let's go to the books. These are my tomes of misfortune.
We have
We
crit
pull
fail
forth.
books now.
Oh no.
Well, that's what's happening as lying within. By the way, there's a very cool thing. I got it from Infinity Dark, or Infinite Dark, which is a really cool group that make like
How long
very
have you
cool
had crit
dice.
fail cards for?
Ages. I just don't use them because you guys fail so much. But it seems like a fun idea for now. All right, so let's see who did the fumble. It is, of course, Darby. Darby, would you be so kind as to just say when I can stop shuffling?
Now.
All right, give me a number between 1 and 5.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, Darby, throwing your bomb at someone.
Sneezing powder.
Oh dear.
Sneezing powder.
The fumble is called. Not me, you fool. Your
Oh,
attack
no.
hits your closest ally,
All right.
which at this time is Sorora.
All right.
All right, so make your attack against Sorora.
That is.
It's probably gonna hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already above your AC.
15 plus 8. Yeah.
A lot.
All right, you throw your bomb, and as you do,
It wasn't a bomb. It was sneezing powder.
Sorry, as you throw your sneezing powder, the case of the sneezing powder opens too early, and the wind carries it straight into Sorora's face. All right, as she. What's the DC for the saving throw?
I'm looking that up real quick. I thought I had it written down, but I don't. My bad.
All right. While that's being sorted out, Khalil, you are bleeding out and dying. Please make me a Constitution saving throw to avoid bleeding. So D20 plus your con modifier.
Yep. My con modifier is 0 for the audience, just so you know. 15.
Hey guys, we got a whole influx of people joining us now. So first of all, thanks for joining us. So that you guys know, we are currently amidst a massive hunt with a giant, colossal Megaloceros, which is a giant elk. With the assistance of Princess Slayer, who is an NPC that one of the plot twists came up with. The group is currently trying to take it down after having enraged it. Khalil, our leader, is currently down after the creature charged and trampled him. Sorora, our cleric, is currently dealing with a sneezing fit administered by our team's alchemist, Darby. All of course, while Geralt, who is of course attempting to salvage everything.
Oh man.
Is somewhat tenuative frenemies with this giant elk. Now, guys, because we have so many people, here is what we're going to do. Anyone at all can give me a number between 1 and 51 and introduce yet another plot twist to our adventure. I pick from the random deck, and something bad or good happens. So, yeah, just leave the number in chat, and I'll get to it in a minute. It is now currently Khalil's turn. What do we get for our Constitution check?
15.
15, eh? With a 15, what's your negative? -3, right?
-2.
-2. Okay, with a -2, yep, you've stopped bleeding. You're not bleeding out.
Do I go back to 0
all right.
or?
No.
I'm still -2.
No, you just stopped dying.
Cool.
So
Okay, we then have...
she failed
the
her
creature.
fortitude save for the sneezing powder.
Did she?
Yeah, and I rolled max for the number of rounds that it lasts. So for 5 rounds, you're staggered.
What does that mean?
Oh, you can only take either a move or a standard action. You cannot take a full round action or, both of these. So you're just sitting, you're basically consumed by just these. All right. Staggering is terrible. Now, with a very thankful help
this
from
thing.
our audience member, we have acquired. Come on.
The
Focus.
Resurrects Khalil card.
Anyone?
Erratic something.
It's hard to see. There's like a glare.
I'm just too blind. Anyways, yeah.
It is. I'm trying to.
Behavior.
Erratic behavior.
Yeah.
That's the one. Erratic behavior. Yeah. So the elk behaves erratically.
Oh no.
Let's see.
This thing's gonna step on me and kill me. If this thing.
All right. So I need. Okay. So I need one suggestion from everyone at the table for what this thing does, and if anyone in the audience has a suggestion, throw it out there, and then I'll roll a percentage, and we'll see which thing happens. So, Khalil, what do you think the elk would do?
It's frightened, so it runs away.
Please. Okay. Yep. Next. Obviously, you can't use the same thing as the other person.
It stomps around wildly.
All right. Wild stomping. Okay.
Oh, no. It tries to move out of the mud and ends up falling over.
Moves out of the mud. Okay, so trips. Yep. Rampage was one we got from the.
Oh god.
All right, and Sorora.
It scoops us up in its antlers and takes us to a
Administers a
safe
healing
area.
potion.
And
It takes us back to the village.
it takes us to the white stag because they are friends. They're best friends.
Well played. Well played.
You know what? As this story comes through, I want someone to write down that suggestion because it's going to be very important later on, and I want you guys to remember this moment. Okay. And last but not least, is what was that? Finishes Slayer. Okay. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options, and on an 8, it will do 2 of them.
Oh my god.
All right, here we go. Erratic behavior. By the way, thank you again to Fluffy Boost Tarek for your plot twist. This is going to be interesting. That is an 8.
Ooh.
So it does too.
No.
Well, this could be okay. This could be all right.
It's going to rain.
That is a 1.
Take us to the White Stag.
And a 4.
What's 4?
Okay. So we're gonna do
Wait a
this.
second.
So
wait a second, a second.
the creature moves forward, getting out of the mud. The Bjorn can't act this round because he is confused. As he steps out of the mud, this massive elk leans down towards Khalil, opens its mouth, slams its teeth shut. You hear this horrifying, ripping sound.
Oh.
Khalil is now bald.
It ate Khalil's hair thinking it was grass. That was what it was like.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
As it ate Khalil's hair thinking it was grass.
Bald!
We spent all that money on artwork. Now I'm bald.
Don't worry, it'll grow back. And the elk then takes his mouth full of Khalil hair and runs into the forest as it attempts to flee.
Oh man.
All right.
That was
The,
definitely some erratic behavior.
That was very erratic behavior. I'll admit I didn't see that coming. All right, so as the erratic elk runs confused, disoriented, with obviously a mouthful of Khalil, the hunter, Princess Slayer, sort of curses her bad luck. She sort of calls to her trusty steed Bjorn and makes chase after it. However, the rest of you do not have the means to keep up with their increased speed.
No.
You can kill it now, by the way.
It's all yours.
I'm dead, actually.
Yes, this was not worth our time and effort at all.
She, you can hear her cursing you on the wind for scaring off her kill, and she like, this is the last time I work with a partner.
Besides your wolf.
All right. Besides the bear. Well, the bear is more like family. Anyway, so you. So you spend. This is basically taking you a couple of good hours to get through there. You realize you do have to get back. You do still have the manticore, so you do still have some reward coming your way.
Yeah.
But sadly, the elk did not make it. However, could I get someone to roll me a heal check, please?
A heal? I think you're the only one that's
Yeah.
trained in that.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyone can roll a heal check.
Oh, that's not a okay.
Anyone but Khalil.
I'm still out. Like, is someone gonna heal me, or?
I don't have a way to heal you. I'm sorry.
Can you heal yourself?
Is she healing me?
Yeah. Get your ass back up.
Was it 7?
Turns
Are
it
you
on his
sure?
own.
Yeah, it was-
12.
Actually, you want to know? Fun fact: there is actually a trait that allows you to use the heal
Oh,
skill
okay.
on yourself. The trait is called Friendless.
Really?
Forever alone.
I got 22 for the heal check.
Okay, with the heal check, you can actually identify that the hunter, Princess Slayer, was actually pretty good at her job, and she actually struck the elk right between the shoulder blade and the rib cage, which is actually the most direct path to its heart. The elk will most certainly succumb from its wound
Oh.
in time.
Oh,
But
man.
But more importantly, you also know that Khalil is in some dire need of some love, and you spend about 10 minutes and you patch up his wounds. He regains consciousness and is on 1 hit point.
I am also at 1 hit point.
I'll drink a healing potion, but it's the.
And you're like, yay, 1 hit point, buddies.
And then they both do 1 point of damage.
At one point we fall over.
I'm
Achoo.
gonna drink my healing
Lost easy.
my healing potion, but it's not because I didn't give it to you, not because I'm selfish. It's one that like is part of my stuff, and only I can drink it.
That's what he tells him. He's like, nothing personal, but this is mine.
I just imagine that in the game, like how like illogical that would be. You're like, only I can drink this. You're like, but I can take it. You're like, no. It's just it only works on me. It won't work on you.
I'm officially out of healing potions.
Right. Yep. That's exactly it. All right. So you rest up. You heal till you can at least travel, and you make your way back to the boat. A little bit disappointed and kind of worse for wear. You gather up and you begin to make your way back to town. By the time you arrive, there are people gathered outside of the Church of Aristil with their catches for the day. But there is a huge roar that comes from your catch, which is, of course, a magical beast. It is the only magical beast caught today, and everyone cheers. Hey! Woo! I can't believe they caught one! You know, you see, like, the next biggest thing that someone caught was actually, like, a small wolf. Or like some tiny a couple of wolves, rabbits, and stags. Like some pretty reasonable stuff there. But your manticore is definitely the piece de resistance. At least you thought it was.
Son of a bitch.
First of all, you get given a reward of 1,500 gold pieces.
Each?
So split between.
No, right?
To split among the group. But no sooner than you've done this, you can hear the sounds of another cheer coming from
325 each.
further away.
Wait.
This cheer is coming from a massive wagon that appears to be
It's like
carrying the
375.
carcass of an immense stag.
Oh shit.
Yeah, 375.
375.
And riding on the top of it is, of course, Princess Slayer, who
motherfucker.
who has captured the stag, and taken it to town. She definitely wins the hunt for the day. But everyone says that everyone is a winner because that night is filled with celebrations and revelries.
I'll set off another one of my fireworks.
They are, again, very appreciative of your contribution to it. Now, so for this day, you guys are in downtime, so you can rest and recuperate. We'll talk between the shows about what exactly it is you want to do if you want to do anything specific. But during the evening, during the actual, night celebration, you can see that there is the grilled megalosaurus meat laid out as this massive rotisserie has been set up. It takes 5 men to just sort of get this thing rotating. There are huge trays of baked pies, sausage rolls, a huge, massive spread for everyone to enjoy. And celebrations are really at a height. Now, you're approached by a couple of people. First of all, you're approached by Aaron, who is asking you if you've actually seen Gabriel.
No. Have
have
you
not.
lost Gabriel?
He says, yes, no, we went on our hunt earlier on today, and, by the way, also congratulations, I saw the manticore. It must have been a terrible fight.
It wasn't great.
It was okay.
It was so much fun.
But
Most
it's
of
good
us
to
were
see that
fine.
you are-
Yeah, some of us are a little less.
I don't suggest
but-
trying to shoot one of those things when they're on top of you. It didn't work out.
No,
very well for
I
me.
generally try not to fire things straight in the air. He then says, but yes, we went on our hunt together, and we were separated by one of these creatures, like a plant spore, started making him hallucinate. We got separated, but we all had a rendezvous that we normally meet at, but he hasn't come, and obviously it's being so late, I was growing concerned. But do not worry, I am a fantastic tracker, as is he, so I will set out and maybe in the morning and see if I can find anything.
Where are you gonna go look?
Oh, just around the hunting trail that we went to. But if you do see him, let him know that I am looking, yes?
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Ah, well, this is much obliged. Thank you. And he, sort of walks out. The second person to approach you is, in fact, Princess Slayer, who carries a huge tray of alcohol in front of her. And she sort of puts it down in front of you, as well as an additional 500 gold coins in a bag.
Hey.
She says, so, I suppose if it wasn't for you, the stag may not have even been in that field. I feel like, you've earned at least some of the reward that I got. But, yeah, no, you're of no help. No help at all capturing this thing. Are you guys really hunters?
We're mostly sweepers.
So 125 each.
Yeah, okay. Sweepers, eh? Okay. Well, I suppose, when us real hunters get out there, it's a good thing. Otherwise, you might have been injured by this thing. So it's a good thing I was there.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been nice if you hadn't scared it, half to death.
Oh, please. We could have killed it.
It's not like we were literally feeding it things out of our hand before you showed up and hit it with a harpoon.
No,
and
we
caused it to
definitely
go
weren't
crazy.
doing that or trying to tame it or anything.
It was...
She sort of chuckles at it and she says, "Is that a challenge? All right. Well, the festivities go on for 3 days, so let's see what you bring in tomorrow then, eh?
How about the white stag?
You're on." And she sort of says, nice haircut. She sort of rubs the bald head on Khalil.
I've heard this is fashionable south.
By the way, just so you know, it's like bald up the top, but there's like this thin strip of hair at the back.
Is there any spell I can cast on my hair?
Like you're bald with just the back part of a mullet.
Does prestidigitation fix my hair?
Ew.
We'll discuss that. We'll discuss that. All right. So next up, the third person to approach you is, of course, the trio of sweepers who are Levy, Lachlan, and Spencer, who arrive, and they're so energetic. They're like, "Oh my god! I couldn't believe it! Did you see the creature, the teeth on that? How did you do it? How did you? Oh, you've got to tell us everything."
First off, I'm very glad you three are safe.
Oh yeah, no, we caught a few rabbits. That was about it. We didn't get too far away, but I mean, how did you even find it?
It came after us.
I like rip off my collar and show it to them.
By the way, are the grinders around town?
There are. As you are talking to the trio of sweepers who are very much fans of yours and literally idolizing everything you say, you can see that off to the corner there is a very familiar hobgoblin. This, of course, being Donovan, the first mate. Mm-hmm. He sits leaning up against a tree just out of the light source in the center of the festival, and he seems to be looking around as if he is searching for something.
I'm gonna go up to him. Or actually, can I have the necklace real quick?
Yes.
I'm gonna take the necklace, go up to him, and
You
just
better bring that back.
Yeah, well, and I'm just gonna have it in my hand, like show it to him, and be like, "Thanks for the money."
Oh.
And then I'll wink at him.
He sort of looks at you and he says, "That's okay. You enjoy that. There's plenty more where that came from."
Oh, good. We could be making tons of money off of this then.
I'm not. I'm talking to the kiddos.
Yep. He sort of looks at you and he sort of says, "Well, if you can kill fluffies, then maybe you're not as useless as we originally thought you for." but that is not going to change anything. When Grinder gets back, he's going to be bagging something 10 times as big. Bigger than that elk.
Oh, yeah? He hasn't come back, though, yet, has he?
Nah, probably because it's such a big haul that he's bringing in.
Right. That's gotta be it.
Yeah, he's probably dead.
Nah,
Wait,
Grinder's
who
not
wouldn't
like
know?
one of you. I'm not the one who came into town this morning dragging a corpse, all right?
Oh.
I don't. What do you? How is that relevant to our conversation? Someone bringing in a corpse.
He sort of raises his eyebrow, and you see his like smile stretch across his face with a giant tusk sort of sticking out of one end. He says, "If you know what's good for you, you're gonna keep out of my way, as well as the Grinders." And he sort of walks off in a huff.
All right.
You've definitely like, you know.
Well, feel
you
free
know,
to send us
insulted
some
him.
more free
Maybe.
money.
All right. As he leaves, and the next day approaches of the festival,
Here's your necklace.
you have this kind of sinking feeling, like something is like this is like the calm before the storm, like something is just over the horizon. The festival begins to wind down, and as it does so, you hear a terrified scream coming from one of the civilians packing up. You rush over to see Grinder emerge from the forest. He has one arm, and he seems to be dragging the corpse of two of his bandits by ropes. He's covered in blood, scars over his neck, his legs, and as soon as he sees you, he sort of looks up and he only whispers one word. Help. And he collapses on the ground. All right. With that is where we will be ending today's session. So thank you very much, guys, for joining us. And a very big thank you to our audience members who have joined us. Special thanks to Princess Slayer
Yes.
for obviously very impromptually joining us
job.
for an NPC. We do love that. We do, we always do things like the audience participation stuff, and the more stuff we can do, the more fun we have. Because, I mean, why else do a live show if you can't involve the audience? So, yes, Grinder has been injured, and Gabriel has gone missing, and lots of other things are happening right now. But is this festival going to be turning into something more than it currently is? Have the hunters become the hunted? If you liked this video, definitely follow us next week because we continue this adventure. And of course, we now have the. Are we on the exit thingy map?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
can, like,
it's behind us.
Sweet. All right, so let me, of course, do my wrap up for my side of things. My name is Michael, and I run Ask a Pathfinder. So you can find Ask a Pathfinder on Facebook at www.facebook.com/AskAPathfinder. Or if you want to talk to me directly, I offer free coaching and advice for any and all kind of RPGs, as well as offer my services as a pay-to-play game master. You can find me at discord.me/AskAPathfinder. And of course, there's like tons of shows and stuff like that I'm doing, and I'm slowly building up a YouTube channel under the same Ask a Pathfinder name. So, if you ever feel like it, check it out there. What else have I got? That's all I got going. I got tons of stuff going. But speaking of getting stuff going, we haven't seen the Color Circuit guys for a while, have we?
Hey guys.
We're gonna get real intimate right now.
Guess
Yeah.
what?
Hold on, wait. I got this. Give me a second.
Turn
give
the
me a
lights
second, give me a
down
second.
low.
Wait. Just yeah.
Light up a candle.
Hold on.
Pour yourself a glass of wine.
Get into the bathtub.
All right. Okay, I got this.
Are you ready? I got something to tell you.
Is it?
Oh,
Oh, dude.
all right, folks.
Drop it
You know
down
what?
an octave.
You know what today is? Today is Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh yeah. So that means tomorrow is Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
And on Wednesday we got improv bagel.
Oh yeah.
The sexiest.
We're gonna be improvising all kinds of
Oh
things.
yeah, we are. The sexiest improv stream on Twitch. Starting at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
That's a good time for some.
Oh yeah.
Throw up.
What?
I'm just laughing at Princess Leia's like facial reactions on the Twitch stream.
At 8 p.m. we got improv bagel, and then at 9 p.m. we have improv burnt and bagel. They're both podcasts. And then, guys, on Thursday we have our comedy shows. Expert Smexpert and Oppositeness. They're pretty fun. We have new guests every week. They're debates, improv, like stand-up shows, I guess you'd combine them. Friday's our tabletop gaming show. Saturday this week we are doing another RPG show, which is called We Destined Few. We're not sure what game we're doing this week yet, I believe, but that's always fun, guys. We get new guests on it. It's always fun to have more RPG. Sunday's Screen Source, which no one will see, but early in the day we have Fruitless Journey, which is just our one of our gaming shows where Scott and Tito try to beat each other's favorite games and try to like break into each other's like top 5. And then on Monday we have Sit Down and Pile Drive, which is our wrestling podcast, and then later that night we have SAGCS, which is our anime talk show. And Super Anime Gladiator Championship Showdown, which is me and Bon, who's our producer right now. This week we're talking about Cowboy Bebop and Outlaw Star against each other. So yeah,
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop.
it's a discussion, folks.
It's not a discussion. You have not once have you actually put up two things that are worth a discussion.
Oh.
Like Voltron versus Power Rangers. That's a discussion, right?
It's probably worth a discussion, but I probably
Cowboy Bebop, and Outlaw
To be
Star.
fair, last week or 2 weeks ago we did Hunter x Hunter versus My Hero, and that's definitely a
That's a good one.
Again,
actually.
that just proves my point. That just proves my point. It's always
yeah, but that's awesome.
Hero
And then
Academy.
the following day will be Tales, and I love Tales, and hopefully we can keep improving. We're having a hopefully soon in the future we're going to be discussing a lot of our shows and our channel, and there could be some changes coming to improve on the quality and all of that. So look forward to some stuff.
What
guys.
about Rurouni Kenshin versus Samurai Champloo?
All right.
Interesting. But or Samurai
very good.
Champloo versus Samurai Shevin. Shevin.
Samurai
Right.
Samurai Kevin.
Yeah. Actually, you know what you should do? You should do like One Punch Man versus like Dragon Ball Z.
One Punch Man versus. One Punch Man.
One Punch Man is literally unbeatable. So
Yeah, but then against those
All
Goku.
just tropes. That's all they are.
Yeah.
Both of them are the most tropes.
Yeah, I
The
know.
weird thing is that My Hero Academia is kind of similar to One Punch Man in some ways.
all right, we're digressing.
No,
the
no,
show's
Okay,
over.
Let's go. The show's over, guys.
Yeah, the show's over. The show's over. We're leaving. Okay.
I also have
So thank you.
for my end, I have a podcast that comes out on Fridays with me and my two best buddies. We do a movie review show called Have You Seen, where one of us picks a movie that at least one other person in the group hasn't seen, and then we talk about it afterwards. Last week we did.
So basically, you get together with some of your friends and you choose to intentionally exclude someone from an entire conversation.
Yep. And last week we did Nothing But Trouble, which if you guys know what that movie is, you know. Otherwise, you don't. But it stars John Candy.
Nothing but trouble.
Yeah, Nothing But Trouble. It stars John Candy.
That's amazing.
Chevy Chase. It's got Ice-T in it.
Wow, Jesus.
Yeah.
Is this a modern movie?
No,
What? John Candy's dead, man.
I meant
a modern movie with John Candy.
I meant-
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, that's right.
I've
They've
actually
just
seen this
dug
movie.
him. They've just dug him up, and Geralt's like, "Hey, listen, I've got a guy. He'll be great in movies."
Oh my god.
So this movie was written and directed by Dan Aykroyd.
It's a messed up movie. It's pretty.
It's basically
disturbing,
like
actually.
if Dan Aykroyd got to make a movie and nobody told him no.
Isn't that what the Blues Brothers is?
Well,
That's still not.
Okay.
yeah, this is a little bit different.
Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna actually wrap. So thank you very much for joining us, guys. We loved having you around, and I hope you guys had fun. Did everyone have fun?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
I
Yeah,
still haven't
awesome.
gotten to use
And,
half of my abilities yet, guys. I have new items, and I haven't gotten a chance to use them yet.
That's okay. You'll
have
have
a chance
plenty
to
of
use it when
chances.
you cast
But do not
Blade
forget
Dance.
that as mentioned before, the adventure you are currently on is a murder mystery. So stay tuned because who is the victim? Who has attacked Grinder? What has happened?
Oh yeah.
Find out next time on Tales from the Undertaker. Until then, as always, from me at Ask a Pathfinder and from us at Color Circuit, keep your dice rolling and make sure your ideas stay mindworm free. Have a good one, guys.
Goodbye.